Hello,
The Temple
friends.
of... Oh, sorry.
We were having a discussion about Temple of the False Gods right before we started. So we're in the middle of our discussion about Temple of the False Gods right before the stream started. So hope everybody's doing well. And this is CovenMTG on this lovely Wednesday night.
Oh my god.
Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Ineth and Banshee. We saw Banshee
Oh,
earlier.
wonderful. I set that up just right.
Yep. All right. So I've got Rising Legend over there. I've got God
Hello.
Socks up there, and Nick over in the corner.
Hello all.
Everybody say hello.
Ew.
I shall go through
Yo.
the commanders momentarily. Let's see. All right, so Rising Legend is playing Joyra, Weatherlight Captain, artifact deck. I'm assuming, yes.
Yep. Because nothing costs less than an artifact.
Okay.
Challenge
Hey,
accepted.
And right above Rising Legend, Nick will be playing the other artifact deck, Brea, Ethereum Shaper.
Oh, that was a pre-con from like years ago, right?
From years
That's the
ago.
one I'm playing.
Yep.
It was
Except
the
I did
last
that-
year they did 5 decks, so
Yeah.
like 4 years ago.
And Goth will be playing Riel, the Everwise. This is this inaugural first time out of the gate.
Yeah, it's played in some alpha testing against other decks I own with me playing both hands, but it's never actually played against another human being. The best way to describe this deck is no one knows what it really does, but it does it really well.
It's
Alrighty
funny,
then.
we're both playing Izzet colors, but they're both completely different strategies.
That would be a fun card to throw in Calamax.
I think
Interesting.
people do actually.
All right, and then I haven't taken this out of the barn for a while, so I think it's time to take Thraxi out of the barn and take him for a little spin around the pasture.
That looks sick.
So it is what it is. All right, those are our decks.
He is my
And-
favorite commander from Classic Grixis before Commander got big.
Before coming, seriously.
I mean, there was a time when like Wizards wasn't printing legends that were ridiculous value engines, and Thraxamunder was my favorite Grixis commander because I could do whatever I wanted in Grixis, and Thraxamunder would just finish the job.
Yep. And right now, all the value engines are just insane. Like the draw whenever you do X, draw a card, or
Whenever you play a vampire, get an extra token.
get another
Like-
vampire. Yeah.
Like Brea is a great way of using artifacts, but she's not an engine in her own right.
Exactly.
At least not by herself.
Agreed.
You know, drawing a card whenever you play a historic spell is on that border, but you still have to play historic spells. It's not like
Oh, there's a Jayberry.
Hey.
Happy
Hey,
Been there
birthday
for a
with the
little
cake.
while.
if you can hear me, could the last brownie make its way my direction?
All right,
Alright,
I'm gonna
so
roll
for
the sacred
dice-
D12. I got a 6.
I don't have a 12.
Roll
I-
2d6.
And you fail at life.
Yep.
7.
I only have my 20s on me.
Do you have any d6s? All right, let's just roll a 20 in. For
This
Rising
going is
Legend.
weak and will not
Want me
survive
to.
the winter.
I got a
I was
1. I am not going
Me
first.
too.
I have a 19 on the 20, which is very good.
Yep.
Guess whose dice bag just spilled?
Yep. All right, we need 2 more. Oh, can I play? Yeah, I can play this. I remember.
Not right now, because she poops.
The cat, you mean?
So my Stormtide takes her breakfast and dinner in my office so that her brother doesn't eat it. And she has been known to, as soon as she's done eating, immediately defecate for reasons I do not understand. But when
Well,
she's in the
that's-
office, if we haven't let her out immediately, I will somehow have to clean poop up in my office.
Oh god.
Ugh.
18. I think I win.
Yeah, no,
have a
Nick got a 19.
I got a
Well,
10.
All right, so Nick it is. Nick, then Goth, then me, then Rye.
Oh man, I'm
Start off
lost.
then?
I'm going to mute myself for a second while I clean
Wait.
this up.
Thank you.
Oh. Oh.
I can play this.
All right,
hand.
just
I'm
to
good
be
go.
matching, I'm going to use red and blue d20s to match my deck color because I'm Izzet.
And you know what? Just to make everything more viewable on the screen, I'll play my shit off to this side.
Are you done, Nick?
I am. I played a command tower, and I'm going to pass my turn. And I'm messing around.
Wandering Funeral Pass.
Crumbling Necropolis, pass.
Draw. I'm gonna play a Mountain and pass.
Okay. Draw. Going to play Ash Barrens tap 2 to cast a Belwar Stone, and then I'm going to pass.
Is that ramp?
Yep.
War Stone,
Dice
yeah.
cleaned up.
Yep. It
I'm
taps for
going
all of your
to-
colors but white, Nick.
It taps
Play a mountain
for white. That's perfect. Well, sort of.
and play a thought vessel and pass.
Yep. All right. Well, it'd be really nice to get some ramp, unfortunately. I am going to tap that to cycle an Ash Barrens, find an island, and play it. Pass turn.
What the heck?
I believe I said get me the last brownie. We don't make small brownies.
There we go. Bri, you're up.
All right. Draw. Play an island. And I guess I'll tap 2 for Swiftfoot Boots. And pass.
Okay. I'm going to play a Plains. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Cast Metalworker. Pass my turn.
Somebody kill that quickly, please.
I don't have that yet. I gotta pick one up, I think.
They're not cheap.
What does it do again? I believe you can reveal artifacts from your hand and then you add 2 mana for each
Yeah.
or something like that.
Here, I'll bring
Yep.
it
That's
up.
correct.
Play a mountain, tap 2, play an arcane signet, tap 3.
Oh, they're actually only going for... Oh, the World Championship decks are $10, but the real ones are 100.
Cast my commander,
Oh,
pass.
so I can get one for $10?
Yep,
Yeah, the gold one.
maybe.
Oh, nice. I will do that.
You got your commander in? All right.
Yep.
Let's look at your commander again.
It gets big.
Yep.
That's the gist of it.
Well, so +1 in your graveyard. Got it.
It is a
So
0/3.
In other words, if someone can exile her graveyard, it'll always stay at 0.
Well,
Yeah,
Good thinking.
Yep. Yeah, we never thought of that.
I feel like the zombie deck's graveyard should maybe be scrutinized more, but that's just me.
Yeah, probably. Graven Cairns, black, colorless, Pyrexian Arena, pass turn.
Oh, that would be me then. Okay, draw. I'll play another mountain. I'll tap for 3 to play Commander Sphere. And that'll be all. If I can get those lined up.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oof. I'm going to tap the Metalworker, and I'm going to reveal Gilded Lotus, a Mindstorm,
Stone.
Mindstone,
Landstorm, that sounds amazing.
and
Well,
they're sworn Adjudicator. So I'm going to reveal 3.
Yep.
I'm going to put those guys back in. So I have 3 mana floating. I'm going to use, or 6 mana floating. I'm going to use
Yeah.
5 of those to bring in the Gilded Lotus. Does it come in and play tapped?
nope.
Doesn't. Yep. So that's bingo. That's 5 of them. I'm going to hit this guy command tower for a blue, and another one out there from that guy, the Ash Barrens, and play Emery, Lurker of the Lock.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do. I think I'm going to sit tight right there with that. Actually, what the hell? Might as well do this, right? This is 3, 4.
You gotta put the
5.
top 4 in the graveyard, right?
I do. Let's see. 1, copy artifact. Suspicious bookcase, a mountain, and Traxos.
Yeah, I like all those in
You
there.
agree? Yeah. And I'm going to tap the last 5 that I have, and I'm going to play the Aether Swarm Adjudicator, flying, destroy target artifact or enchantment for a white and a black and a 1, and untap it. So it's a 4/4 flying guy.
So,
Use that?
so just so I understand, on turn 3, you had access to. Sorry, turn 4, you had access to. Was that 17 mana?
Wait a minute. Hold up. He tapped Metalworker,
Yep.
but
Revealed
didn't he just
6.
play it so it doesn't have summoning sickness?
I play it the turn
Last turn.
before.
Oh, last turn. Oh.
Yeah. He went first, so this is turn 3.
Okay.
This is turn 4.
Turn
I
4.
have 3 lands. This is turn 4.
Oh yeah. All right. Sorry. Turn 4.
That was nutty. Not even gonna lie.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's hoping I can find a solution.
He's already the threat.
Just
It's all good.
Okay. Play an island. I'm going to cast Frantic Search. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards, then untap 3 lands. Draw
What
2
colors is
cards.
that artifact deck again?
Everything but green. Black,
Green.
blue, red, white.
Okay, so it's a 4 mana deck.
Yep.
Discard Island and Expansion Explosion. Untap 3 lands. This is the first time I've discarded card this turn, so Riel triggers, and I draw 2 more cards.
Why are you drawing 2?
Whenever you discard 1 or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many cards.
Oh wow.
Oh, for the first time, so you discarded 2.
Yeah,
so,
that was the
got
first time I discarded this turn, so I drew some extra
Got it.
cards.
Got it.
It's fine.
Yep.
Pay 5. Cast Pyromancer's Goggles.
Yep.
Tap, add a red to my mana pool. When I use that mana to cast a red instant or sorcery, I can copy the spell, cast it twice. And what's the toughness on Metalworker? Just out of sheer and morbid
Either
curiosity.
2 or 3,
So
I'm pretty
one
or
sure.
Yeah.
The
It's
1,
small.
2.
1, 2. Damage is kind of done.
He did his thing.
And they were very
He's
big
nice to have
things.
around. He's really good. Look how cute he is.
I am.
If I'm
for
being
some
honest, it looks like a
reason, not
cardboard box to me
entertained.
put together.
I will pass turn.
All right. Tap up, keep, draw. 2, lose a life. Um, Volrath's Stronghold, and I will tap 4 for an Agent of Erebos. Whenever it or another enchantment enters a battlefield under my control, exile somebody's graveyard. Nick, you go first.
You want to exile my graveyard?
Yep.
Got it. Bummer. I was just searching, looking at that Traxos with my Emery.
You can go first. So here's the Agent of Erebos.
I got
It's a 2/2 zombie. And I will pass my turn.
Alright, untap, draw. I'm going to pay.
Did not work since the golden age of cinema, really?
I'm gonna tap for 4 to play Solemn Simulacrum
Yep.
and put a land into play tapped with its effect.
How many cards are in your hand, Nick?
3.
So I'll get
Okay.
an island. And then for my land for turn, I'm going to play Temple of the False God.
Ha. There it is.
Hmm.
And it's magnificent.
There's really not too much else I could do here.
Oh, this game is just filled with artifacts and enchantments.
Artifact, yes, I'm only seeing 2 enchantments, and you control both of them.
Yep.
I guess I just tap for 1 to equip the Swiftfoot Boots to Solemn Simulacrum and let the other one float. I'm gonna pass.
At the beginning of your end step, I've got a response. I'm going to pay Pyromancer's Goggles and Wandering Fumarole to cast Blitz of the Thunder Raptor, copy it.
Blitz the Thunder Raptor deals damage equal to target creature, planeswalker, to the number of instant or sorcery cards in my graveyard. If I hit a creature, I exile. If the creature dies, I exile it. There's 2 in my graveyard. I'm going to exile Metalworker and Agent of Erebos.
Target creature or planeswalker, equal number of instants. And so you're going to do 2 damage to each?
Yeah, 2 damage to
Yep, got it.
Agent of Erebos and Metalworker.
All right.
Ooh, killing the metal
exiled.
worker. He was cute. Okay, untap, upkeep, draw.
Yeah, I
that.
should hit your graveyard.
That just would have caused me to respond instantly, but you know.
Doesn't matter. It entered the battlefield.
Right, but in response to its trigger, I could have blown it out.
Sure.
It'd been a suicide pact.
Yep.
But what's important is the Metalworker is not making
This is true.
absurd amounts of mana this turn.
Okay, so my play for this turn, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 for the Gilded Lotus, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to play a Hangerback Walker with 3 counters on it.
Cool.
Yep.
And I'm going to swing at you, Goth, for killing my Metalworker with the Ether Sworn Adjudicator. So 4 damage flying coming your way.
36.
The hangerback, does it make thingies or does it blow things up?
When it dies, it makes a Thopter for every counter on it. You can pay 1 and tap it to put a counter on it.
Gotcha.
I just turned up my lights all the way to see if it made things a little bit more clear. I don't know if it did or not.
Hold on for a second. Hangerback Walker. I just want to bring that up so we could look at it real quick, and then we'll go back and take a look at your video. Da-da-da-da-da. Cool.
I did the same thing, but turn my lights up. See if that helps.
I mean, down is probably better because you won't get the glare off the card sleeves, but they look fine. I mean, we all know what they are for the most part, and if anybody has a question, we can ask. Are
And
you,
if the glare
Fly up.
are you done after your Ether Sworn goes
Hangerback
for
Walker
visit?
and attack. Yes, I am. Pass the turn.
It got quiet for no reason.
Play an island.
Because we're all trying to figure out how to deal with Hangerback Walker and some other shit.
Uh,
I mean, the absurdity of this stuff on the table is absurd.
Yep.
You mostly aren't absurd, but like that artifact deck over there is just like, hi, I've arrived to go off, and y'all are just here to watch.
Yep.
And some of us take offense to that.
Hey Nick, after the stream, could you send me that list?
Good.
Nick, have you started putting your stuff in tapped out?
You know, I have some of the decks out there, but I mean, I have like 15 or 16 decks, and I think there's only like 5 of them up there, and I haven't refreshed it in a while. So
I need to do the same thing. I've got like 30 up there, and I've taken some apart, and yeah.
All right.
it might take me a while to get it up there, but it's probably good for me to publish them anyway.
There.
I'm going to cast the Mirari Conjecture. It's a saga.
Yeah.
First one turns an instant or sorcery from my graveyard to my hand.
People still
I
play
should probably
those?
get back Blitz,
Are you kidding me?
Continue to
That
murder
one's
Nick's thing.
amazing. Yeah, you should.
but I don't know, Nick. I killed your thing, you hit me. Are we good, or is there
Well,
only violence in your realms?
That Ether
No.
Sworn is a problem to all of our enchantments.
I mean, you did get rid of his poor little hardworking robot.
He was so cute. He was right out of Flash Gordon. No, I'm not. There's not picking a bone. You killed my
I'm going to
guy.
get back Frantic Search because Nick has assured me that he is a person of honor and lies do not become him.
We've got some swampland to sell you in Jersey.
I know, but I am going to play another Frantic Search and draw 2 and discard 2.
There
Our
you go.
administration got rid of all this swampland.
You say
Never mind.
discard 2, draw 2, but you're really
Right.
drawing 4, right?
Yes, that is correct. I discarded 2 lands. I untapped 3 lands, which will be Wandering Fumarole and 2 islands. And then I will pass my turn. Content in the knowledge that Nick is a person of honor.
I have Jay Barry vouching for me on the chat. Thank you, Jay Barry.
Oh, Lord.
Besides, I did leave up blue, blue, red, so you know.
Well, let's see if this Does this help or harm? Let's find out. Siphon Flesh. Is that going to go off?
What does it do?
Everybody sacks a creature, and I get a zombie for each creature sacked that way.
No, I guess the hexproof on my Psalms of Miraculum doesn't help, right?
Nope, but I do have a response.
Sure.
I'm gonna capsize my Riel.
Cool.
And that's gonna bounce it, I guess.
Yep, I
Yep.
put Riel back in my hand. It's fine.
You didn't buy back capsize. You just capsized. Period.
No, I just fired it off.
Got it.
One and done.
All right. So
Rye, did you sack a creature?
Well, I sack Psalms of Miraculum, and since it died, I draw a card.
Okay. So for my turn, DM, I'm going to
Yep.
do this. I'm going to tap a white, and I'm going to tap the Hangerback Walker to put a counter on it. You go to
You
4.
can't. It has summoning sickness.
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just sack it and put in Ghost to the Graveyard. Put in
You're
One.
still getting 3 Thopters. You're not doing bad.
Yeah.
wait, and then on top of it, I am then going to tap Emery, and I'm going to choose target artifact card in my graveyard, and I may I'll wait till my turn to do that.
Yeah, Emery lets you cast artifacts from your graveyard, but she does not let you change when you're allowed to cast artifacts.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't play Emery a lot, so
No,
as I
no
read
problem.
the card, I was like, holy cow, I can't cast it.
All right. I'm gonna pass my turn to Rye.
All right, my upkeep. And I draw. I play Reliquary Tower as my land for turn.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to pay 3 colorless for Burnished Heart. And I'm going to immediately pay another 3 to sacrifice it and get 2 basics onto the battlefield tapped. So I'm just going to keep my split even and get another red and blue.
That it?
Apparently so.
Okay. Gonna untap, upkeep, nothing going down, draw a card. Whew, I wish I can draw a land. I'm going to
I gotta even that.
tap Emery. I'm
Blow up the Mirari. If you do not blow up the Mirari, we're all gonna be dead very quickly.
what does the other piece of Murray's say?
Next turn, I get to return a sorcery from my graveyard to my hand, and the final turn, I get to cast instants and sorceries twice on my turn. Given the fact that I have much less mana than you, I would worry more about the
I see 8
Tracy
mana.
Arena that is feeding mana into or feeding cards into DM's hand.
You have some choices to make.
I do have choices to
I mean,
make, but
you also told me that you're a person of honor, and I mean,
I
if you want to
I'm
start something, I will end it.
Ooh. Getting a little feisty over there, Goth Socks.
you kidding?
You
This
bet me.
casting threat. Oof. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 1, 2 to cast Mind Stone. Then I'm going to tap Emery to basically bring back Hangerback Walker, and I'm going to cast Hangerback Walker for 4 for 3 more counters on it. So now Hangerback Walker's back with 3 counters. And DM, since you made me sack it the first time, I'm going to swing at you with the 4/4 flying guy.
I'll take 4.
I'm going to then pass my turn. I'm all tapped out, and it's over to you.
See, person of honor, I knew I could trust you.
Sucker.
Yeah, I don't know. If
I'm gonna get back the expansion explosion. Nope, that's an instant. I do not have any sorceries in my yard. Trigger fizzles.
Well, that's interesting.
See, DM, you have to pay attention to what's in a woman's graveyard before you kind of blow up pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, if
well,
I'm being honest, I played Mirari Conjecture primarily to get back to
The other-
Frantic Search, so you know.
right.
Play
And if
Scavenger Grounds, just in
and
case
if your
I have an opinion about
commander-
graveyards.
Oh wait, your commander doesn't double, right? Your commander just draws.
Yeah, my commander's draws. Everything's fine. It's a completely normal game for me.
Nothing could ever get degenerate.
You
I-
say that now, but who knows?
I don't
later.
even know what this deck does. I just know that it does things very well. When I asked Kahan to go through the deck and tell me what he thought the victory condition was, he was like, I don't know.
I could say the same for me.
But it's getting a little crowded over there, so I am going to play a propaganda.
There you go.
And I'm going to very quietly pass the turn because, I have friends to my left and antagonists to my down.
There you go.
Pass turn.
All right.
I mean, I'm really
die
not
to
even
my own
touching
Parks and Arena.
anybody right now, so who knows what I am right now.
I will make you a deal, DM.
Yep.
If you can, stop encouraging everyone to murder me, I
Yep.
will give you some life.
Aw. I appreciate
But yeah,
that.
you have to make good on the deal. You have to stop encouraging people to murder me and my stuff.
God, you were born to play group hug.
Yep.
You're playing the wrong deck.
Oh, I had a wonderful group hug deck. It was Grixis colors.
I'm gonna
It
play
let you
an-
draw so many cards.
Island for Soul Ring. Yeah, Nekuzar is awesome, isn't he?
Remember, my deck predated Nekuzar. I took it apart because of Nekuzar.
I mean, to be
Ah.
fair, DM, she has a lot of mana up, so she could counter anything you try against her.
Right,
Yeah.
but the things I'm gonna do are not gonna be against Goth right now.
DM wants that life that I'm promising him because it's not going to be small.
Yeah. Yep.
Can I get dibs on it instead?
I mean, what
I
do you
think
bring to the table?
yeah, I think Goth is actually gonna let this go off. So I'm gonna swing it Rye for 4.
I knew it!
You're wide
He
open.
doesn't want to pay 4 mana to attack me.
Well, I could pay 2, and then I'm gonna Damnation.
You have my tacit approval.
Damnation goes off, and Hangerback Walker turns into 3 Thopter.
There you go.
But the original 3 Thopters sadly eat the bus.
And hold on, and then I have to do it that way.
They went to another world, because that's what the bus does.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
no,
no,
they're in a black
yeah.
hole. Look at the card art on Damnation.
And Phyrexian Reclamation. Pass turn.
Alright, upkeep.
That's 1
don't-
black.
Yeah.
Enchantment, pay 2. Cool. Yeah.
Pay 2 to
Draw.
pay 2
2
to put
and
a
2
creature
life.
from my
Get back a
graveyard
creature
to my
card
hand.
from yard to hand.
Yep.
It's in all the cool kid
That-
black
that
decks.
enchantment?
What's that?
That's an enchantment. I remember this card and this
Yeah.
deck.
I actually have tweaked this to be a zombie enchantment deck.
I'm gonna do something very gimmicky right now.
I am curious to see what you do with Grixis Enchantress because there's some interesting constellation effects in Theros. that
Well,
make
this
it
was the
interesting.
big one, but one of them. The Lamia is pretty cool too. The
Yeah.
discard.
But it is Rye's turn, so we should probably let him go.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do something a little gimmicky.
Sure.
Pay
We
2
like-
colorless and a red. I'm gonna Chaos Warp my Swift Boots.
Sure.
I mean, never interrupt your enemy while he's making his mistake.
It's all good.
Perhaps
'Cause,
the
like, they're kind of just sitting there. I really don't have any creatures to attach it to right now.
Not even your commander.
Like, she's kind of just chilling in the command zone. She's just fixing up her nails, trying to look her best when she's ready to come out.
I mean, I have a 3-mana draw engine in my command zone, and I knew to put it on the battlefield on turn 3.
All right, let's see what I get. I get Onaginata.
Nice.
It's okay.
It's an equipment.
It's actually pretty
Yeah.
decent equipment.
Okay.
It's in my Saskia deck. All right.
So then
Oh,
I'm
good.
going to pay 3 to play Treasure Mage.
Got it. So now I
With
got
its
Treasure
effect?
Mage is big or small?
He's a 2/2.
CMC 6. It
CMC
finds
6 or
things of
greater.
CMC
Yeah, search
5 or
this is a
greater,
card
5 or
6
greater.
6 or greater.
I'm afraid to search anything because I'm afraid whatever I search might ping me to be the target.
Well, I mean, shit, I'd probably go for a Darksteel Forge or Darksteel Citadel.
You can say the words fail to find. It's fine.
Steel Hellkite's nice too. I don't know. Worms. There's some good worms in there.
Let's see what's
How
happening here.
about I search a worm coil engine?
There you go. Look, it's a worm.
Okay, that's gonna go to my hand.
Worm.
See. And with that, I think I will pass.
Okay, gonna untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land. Nope. All right. Yeah, sure. 3 blue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
That's a lot of mana to tap.
Yeah, it's not enough though. Can you believe it? All right. How about
Trying to figure out what it's not enough for.
Yeah, I think isn't Darksteel 9?
Yep. Oh, it's not enough
I'm
for
gonna
it's not enough for Colossus, for an 11 or an Eldrazi.
Colossi are
Colossus.
11 and 12, yeah.
yes? I'm gonna do this differently. 1, 2, 3, 4 to play a Mystic Forge. Mystic Forge.
What does that do again?
Bring it up.
Says you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast the top card if it's an
I'm gonna
artifact.
cancel it.
Yeah, that's. Eineth kind of killed us with a Brea deck with that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm not
Mystic
letting that
Forge-
come into play. Canceling it.
I support your life choices.
Okay, so it's canceled. What are the creatures on the board? I still have additional play, so let me see if I want to do damage or if I want to.
There's nothing. It was a There's a treasure mage. And
There's a treasure
Thopters.
mage and there's 3 Thopters. That is the current board state.
Then I'm going to do that and another one to play Duretti.
Cool.
Scrap Servant.
Savant.
So
And
glad I didn't tap out last turn.
Can you pull up the Planeswalker he just played?
Yeah, it's the commander. The first, this can be your commander one. The alt is whenever an artifact leaves play, return it to play at the end of the turn.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah,
tap
what's the
artifact.
CMC?
4.
I'm gonna jump in on this one and spell Swindle it. I'm gonna make it hail.
Oh God, how many artifacts are you getting? 4.
I get 4.
What did you do?
Spell swindle.
I
Counterspell.
spell swindled your Duretti because Duretti doesn't do nice things.
And spell swindle is amount of treasures equal to the CMC of that spell.
Yep, D6s are treasures. Just
I'm feeling like I'm the only target here. I got to play something. And I'm
How do you
feeling
think
it.
I feel? I gotta go in between the 2 blue. Well, so do you. We both have to go in between the 2 blue players. I'm playing
Well,
blue
I
too,
mean- if you've noticed, we've been kind of very surgically taking care of problems, and you did have 17 mana on turn 4.
That's,
You were
yeah.
kind of a bigger problem than everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to then go to my attack phase. I'm going to send my 3 Thopters at Rye, and I am going to then pass my turn.
How much are they?
3
They're
1
flyers.
1/1 flyers.
Yep.
So you
I
have
will
3
have to take 3. It is only fair because I canceled that artifact. So I'll go down to 13 if I
As
can
you can
find it
see-
on this die.
working my way around the board, blaming you for bad things.
The one
Where
time I
did my
do something, I
hand
get
go?
attacked for it.
Oh, there it is. All right, I'm gonna untap.
So your shit's going
up
off
to-
this turn, right? Your instants and sorceries are doubled this turn.
Yeah, any instants or sorceries I play this turn happen to get played twice.
All right.
No big deal. I'm sure nothing crazy is gonna happen.
Yep.
Yet.
Sure thing. Let's have a water.
Can you double the? Yeah. What is it? The Star of Extinction.
Yeah, I'm not. Why would I star now? I mean, really?
Well, it does damage to
what
players
power?
too, right?
No, it only does creatures and planeswalkers.
Oh, I thought it was players.
I get to blow up 2 lands, but I mean, why blow up 2 lands when I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tap 7, including a Pyromancer's Goggles. So I'm going to cast this spell 3 times.
Yep.
Brass's Bounty and get
There
1,
you
2,
go.
3, 4, 5, 6, 18 treasure tokens.
You got it. So that
Oh,
is 18
freaking
plus the
crap.
6 you already had.
Plus the 4 I
Four.
already had. Direct only
So
cost 4.
22.
At this point, I'm just going to shift to D20s to represent my my money supply.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Just call me McDuck.
Yep. And call you infinite counterspell because all that can be blue mana.
I mean,
Scrooge
yes. There you go.
How
Yeah,
many
You got
cards in
watch
your hand?
DuckTales.
There's only 3 in my hand, so I'm going to put some of them back out on the table because it's just the kind of person I am.
Yep.
I will spend 6 of my treasures. That drops down to 4.
Now, before you do anything, how many cards do you have in hand?
3. He just
Oh.
asked.
I was not paying attention. Apologies.
I'm going to cast Niv Mizzet the Faerun. It can't be countered, and whenever I draw a card, I deal a point of damage to any target.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, I draw a card.
Yep.
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
And now I'm going to make good on my promise. I'm going to give everybody some life. Pay 1 treasure token and tap my remaining 2 lands. Aria of Flame. When Aria of Flame enters the battlefield, each opponent gains 10 life. Everybody get 10
Oh.
life.
That's
Oh lord. Yeah,
generous.
well.
Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I put a verse counter on Aria of Flame, then deal damage to each player equal to then deal damage to equal number of verse counters to target player or planeswalker. So, I guess what I'm saying is, everyone relax. I can only shoot one of you at a time, so make the argument why it shouldn't be you. Pass turn.
How many cards you got in hand?
I have 1.
All right.
Argue why it shouldn't be me. I haven't touched you at all this game.
That is an excellent argument.
Yep.
And I could continue not to if you don't touch me.
I think we can see eye to eye on this. You're up, DM.
Cool.
This is one of the weird
Rocket
enchantments from
Protect.
Modern Horizons that I just had to try.
Yep. Oh, sorry. 42 since we gained life, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3 for Commander Sphere. And,
Now, I know Goth only has 1 card in hand. How about everyone else?
4.
I have 2.
5.
DF's got 2 per turn, so give her the
Yeah.
priority. You know.
Yeah.
I had a lot of burst at the beginning of the game, but I've slowed down.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Goth, this is getting countered.
I'm
I don't know,
slowly
what is
sloth-
it?
It's a rooftop storm.
I'm sloth. I'm slowly waking up.
It's an enchantment.
Yep.
It resolves.
Cool. I will play Thraxamunder for free, and I will play Haven Golich for free.
Okay.
I will
Storm do?
swing. What's that?
What does Rooftop Storm do?
Zombies,
you can pay
zombies
0
pay
rather
0.
than casting the same.
Got it.
Zombies cast for 0. So here, hold on. I'll bring it up.
Is it Rooftop Swarm?
Storm.
Or Storm?
Storm.
It's literally Frankenstein raising a zombie on his roof. Stitcher Drolf. So.
John, no. Arya says when I cast. When you copy a spell, the spell is immediately placed on the stack. It is not cast unless the copy effect explicitly says that you may cast this copy. The only one of those that I know off the top of my head is Isokron Scepter.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, evens is Nick, odds is Rye. Odds is Rye. Thrax is coming at Rye.
How much is it?
It's 7, you stack a creature.
Right, so let me bring him up. Whenever he attacks, the defendant player must sacrifice a creature, and he gets a +1/+1 counter whenever someone sacks a creature.
So do I have to sacrifice?
You do.
You
You must.
sure do.
You sure do.
This is
I
why I
only
love
have the
Thraxamunder
one.
to close out control decks.
I guess I'm
So-
taking what, 7?
7 commander.
Commander.
And I will pass my turn.
Damn,
But-
DM, I haven't even touched you this game.
It was the die. It could have been you or Nick. I didn't have the 2 mana to pay for a thingy.
Propaganda.
Yep.
Propaganda. Doing its
I mean,
job since
You could have just not
1996.
attacked too.
I could have not attacked with the commander.
You don't not attack with
Yeah.
Thraxamander. Use your head.
Propaganda's
Draw,
been
play
doing its
island
job
for
for
turn.
dawn of time.
Yeah, since it was released, man.
Yeah,
Good, Rye.
1996.
I'm going to cast my commander. Joyra is here.
Hi, Joyra.
Alright. And then I'm going to pay... One... Pay 6 to play the Wormcoil engine.
There you go.
That's something that stacks to Thrax very well.
Yeah.
Or you stack your commander and
And then
fight Thrax to the death.
Yeah.
I like
for
the second
effect,
option better.
Draw a card. And I will pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap my 3 flying dudes. Untap, upkeep, draw. And I wasn't that curious.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Hey, Nick.
Yo,
How about you also not touch me, and none of us, and I won't touch you either, and then we can all just go after DM.
okay, let's
There
do
you
that.
go.
Wait a second. I like DM.
But DM also has the biggest field right now,
I-
and he could play
DM
zombie.
has some problems that need to be addressed. Yes.
I disagree. Well, I have the biggest field, but I'm whatever fucking Niv Mizzet is gonna do next turn is gonna destroy somebody.
Well, I already have my agreement with Gossocks. We're not touching each other.
Since I need a
Sucker.
blocker in a big kind of way, I'm going to tap 6, and I'm going to cast Soul of New Pyrexia.
Nice. Everything for 6 mana is indestructible.
He's got to
It's
pay another 6 to do it, but yeah.
Yep.
He's got an
5.
artifact that makes all of his stuff indestructible.
Yep.
Seems
And,
like a thing.
Just for fun, I'm going to tap these 2, and I'm going to cast Cranial Plating.
Nice.
And I'm going to then pass my... Oh, I might as well attack. DM, you don't have anybody who flies, right?
Nope.
You have 42 life.
And you have
And
50.
and I do have 50. So
You're welcome.
You know something? I'm going to pass the turn. So I'm going to save my guys here to block anything that may come my way. I'm going to pass
What
the turn.
else can I say but you're welcome for the stuff that falls from the sky? It's okay, you're welcome.
I watched that movie, and I
Until
liked
you die
that
from
movie.
fire from the sky.
Where's Thrax going? I gotta ask.
It depends.
gonna lie to me, but I gotta
if
ask.
No, I'll tell you what. If there's not insanity going on with Niv Mizzet, I don't give a shit what you do right now. But if you're
I
gonna
will
just combo
openly
out with
tell
like,
you, I do not know what's going to happen this turn, but it's gonna be wild.
all right, go to town. I won't attack you. Merry Christmas. Since they've already made an alliance on that side of the table.
I am willing to support you because you are the biggest threat, but it does feel unfair at how quickly the whole table turned on you. So I'm gonna tap 4. And I'm gonna cast Mystic Retrieval. I cast an return target instant sorcery. I'm gonna target Brass's Bounty, because of course I am.
Right.
And on cast, trigger Aria, trigger Niv. Aria triggers for 1 point. I'll be generous and just go. Nick will be 1 through 3, or 1 through 4. Rising will be 5 to 8.
Wait. Before you do that, remember I said if you don't touch me, I don't touch you, and we can keep it mutual. And you can just go ahead and go right to Nick.
You know what? I will just. There's gonna be a lot of spells cast this turn, so I will just move around in a circle. Who would like to be first?
I'll be first.
Excellent,
not
Nick. You can
afraid.
take 1 from Arya and 1 from Niv Mizzet. I will leave your Thopters alone because I know you need them to block.
Where to sacrifice?
Yeah. So I draw a card from Niv Mizzet. That's the damage there. And Mystic Retrieval gets me back Brass's Bounty.
I will then tap Pyromancer's Goggles. And 6 tokens. To cast Brass's Bounty, trigger Niv Mizzet, trigger Aria. Since I'm going around the table, where I take 2 from Aria and 1 from Niv Mizzet, I draw another card.
So that's 3, right?
That's
Yep.
the problem, that card draw.
All right.
How many cards you got in your hand now?
Just 3. I create another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 treasure tokens, putting me back up to 21.
Holy shit.
I should have done it last turn. Fuck. Yeah, we're screwed now.
You have a rift in your hand?
Yep.
No, I'm still digging, thank you.
Ugh.
Like I said, I didn't know what was going to happen this turn, but it was going to be awesome. I will tap my remaining 4 untapped mana. No, I'm going to go into the treasure tokens. I don't need that many. Go down to 17 treasure tokens. And cast Storm the Vault. Enchantment. Whenever 1 or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I create a colorless treasure token. At the beginning of my end step, if I control 5 or more artifacts, I flip
it.
Storm the Vault. I do control 5 or more artifacts.
Yep.
Wait, I was at 19. I should be at 15, not 7. Die roll over. Okay. Now I'm going to flash back Mystic Retrieval by paying 3. That goes to 12.
Brass's Bounty.
Aria of Flame and Niv Mizzet are going to ping DM for 4.
Yep.
Draw a card. Targeting. Yeah, Brass's Bounty. I need card draw, but I need to keep the mana going. No, not Brass's Bounty. I do want I want the cap size back. And then I have not played a land for the turn, so I will play Ronamont Ruins. Mystic Retrieval is exiled.
Because you needed more ramp.
He needs a card draw. He needs a card draw. DM, you killed the wrong graveyard.
Sorry. Well, none of that was in it when.
Stuff was in the graveyard
Yeah, there was
when
nothing
I did.
there.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the end of my turn, I control 5 or more artifacts. So I'm just going to transform the Storm the Vault into what is functionally a Tolarian Academy. But
Broken band card, yes.
Taps for blue mana for each artifact I control.
Cool.
It's Tolarian Community College.
Pass. Turn.
Which card was that you just did that with?
Storm the
Oh,
Vault.
Storm the Vault became Vault
Tolarian.
of Catlican.
Essentially, Tolarian Academy, right?
Essentially Tolarian Academy. I can tap it for 12, 13, 14, 15 mana.
How many cards you got in your hand?
My god.
3, and one of them's got buyback. Start something and there won't be anything.
Uh-oh.
Rift?
Oh,
Did I hear the word rift?
I Cyclonic Rift.
No, you
That
heard
turns all
cap size with
permanents everyone
buyback.
else doesn't control
That's
rep.
perfectly fine. Does it wipe out 30 tokens?
Can you get through the propaganda with 30 tokens?
Well, the Rift is going to be back in your hand. Unless you counter it. It's going to be back in your hand. I have Cyclonic Rifting.
Oh, in response to Cyclonic Rift, then I do have actions.
Yes.
In response to Rift, I tap Vault for 1, 13, 14, 13, 14, 15.
Yep.
15. Yeah, so 15. I capsize Thraxamunder, buy it back. I cast a card, Niv Mizzet does a point of damage to DM, and Aria ticks up, deals 4 points of damage to DM.
Sure.
I draw a card.
Sure.
So of the 15 mana, that was 6, so I'm down to 12.
Yep, and I took 4 damage.
5 damage.
Sure.
1 from Niv, 4 from Aria.
Yep.
I subtract another 6 and bounce the Rooftop Storm.
Okay.
Aria ticks up to 5. Niv Mizzet does another 1 to you for a total of 6 more.
Sure.
Then I use the next 6 mana to bounce.
How much does it do me?
The first one was for 5. The second one is 6.
Sure. All right. So you want a 6. I'm at 25.
This is
You're
the
all
third
welcome,
cap-
fuckers.
This is the so rooftop storms be in your hand. This is the third
It is all in
capsize.
my
This
hand.
time I'm going to get the Phyrexian Arena.
Yep.
So that's
There's
Ticks up
there's
again.
nothing
You're
in my
gonna take
graveyard.
7
There isn't a single creature in my graveyard, by the way.
you're gonna take 7 this time. I said the
Sure.
Phyrexian Arena.
Oh, the Phyrexian Arena. Got it.
Now we're gonna start going through my treasure tokens because I'm gonna lose all of them too.
I thought we
draw-
just... Oh, right. I should... Yeah. Sorry, folks. I should have done it last turn, but we're watching the deck go off. Hopefully one of you will be able to kill her.
I'm going to bounce the we'll get the Haven Ghoul Lich.
Sure.
You take 8 this time, and I draw a card.
I'm at 10.
Oh my god.
I told you.
I'm going to cast Capsize one more time, and this time bounce the.
I'm at 1.
You're down to 1.
Yep. Well, that's going to be 9 this turn, right? Or 8 this turn. I'm at 2.
This time will be 8 or no 9. This time will be 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at
So
1.
I will get the what the heck? I'm gonna get the untapped island on Rising Legends playmat and hit you for 9.
What now?
You're just wait. You'll see how this ends.
I'm going to discard a commander's sphere to draw a card.
So you're at 1, right?
I'm at 1.
Resolve. So with Rift still on the stack, I'm going to tap 3 more. Or 5 more, excuse me. Cast Mystic Confluence, bouncing 3 creatures. Specifically, Joyra, Wormcoil Engine, and Soul of New Phyrexia. Tick
Oh.
Arya
luck.
up to
Good luck,
9,
guys!
dealing 9 damage to Rising Legend. 1 damage from Niv's Visit will kill DM.
There.
Rift is countered because its player is dead. And
probably
then I
where
will
I'm
pass
starting
DM
these
spell
things.
phase.
Merry
DM's turn
Christmas.
immediately ends, and we're on to
Merry
Rising
Christmas,
Legends.
guys! Have fun!
I don't know what the deck does, but it does it really well.
Well, I mean, it's exactly what the deck does. It just generates shit ton of mana and kills people with instants and sorceries.
The deck
Sounds like burn.deck to me.
It is.
So,
It's-
So, I should have played Pirates.
God, I told you. God, how many treasure tokens do you have left?
None.
I had to blow my entire load to do that.
Right.
But DM was going to interfere with pure beauty. You
There
must
you
shed
go.
a tear for the beautiful things that have been removed from this world.
God, lasers. I agree.
I mean, I knew something bad was going to happen as soon as Niv Mizzet came in, and then the storm whatever thing just went nutty. So good luck, folks. I will just sit back and watch and laugh.
So what now?
What now, indeed? It is your turn, by the way.
Well,
DM's turn ends upon him dying.
Yep.
Okay.
What's crazy, DM, is that's not even the craziest combo end of this deck.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right, what do you got? Save a counterspell.
I already
A
used what
counterspell.
I had.
That is humorous.
Yeah, right? It doesn't matter. Every instant in sorcery is going to be throw in 10 damage next turn.
Okay, I guess I'm recasting my commander.
When I realized I could kill DM, I was like, do I let the Rift resolve to bounce everyone's stuff and then kill DM? No, I like my stuff. I just
Yeah.
kill him.
There you go.
Now I'm gonna sack the command sphere, draw a card since I used it already. I did not play land for turn, so I'm gonna play Shrine of the Forsaken Gods.
I'm happy it was entertaining for you fuckers. Behind it.
I mean, this is why you bring me on the stream, is to see crazy ass shit happen.
Exactly.
Nick, what do you have on your field right now?
3
I have
Thopters and a cranial
Thopters.
plate.
Cranial plating.
I mean, the cranial plating will help. At least you can either kill Niv Mizzet or get through for like 10.
Can I do any crazy shenanigans of my own?
I hope not.
And what are you at in terms of life?
I'm at 36.
36.
Apparently,
I'm
stream
sure that
delay
is.
just caught Kahan because I heard him crack up from the other room.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, can you tell me what everything you have does right now, Goth?
Okay, so this giant pile over here taps for mana. I have 1 available mana with the Wandering Fumarole. I'm sure that's fine. Propaganda says it costs 2 mana per attacking creature. Aria of Flames is the thing that whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, takes up 1 and deals damage. And
Sure,
Niv Mizzet is whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, I draw a card. Whenever I draw a card, I deal a point of damage.
DM just died from Aria of the Flame.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the occasional ping from Niv Mizzet.
Right. But unless you get rid of Aria the Flame, you're going to take
We're all good.
10 damage every time Goth plays an instant or sorcery. And that
Wheel
sticks
of
around, right? It
Malady.
stops at 10, or does it keep ticking up?
Oh, it goes.
Yeah, it keeps ticking
There's
up.
the sky is in fact the limit. Only
Well
my
done.
imagination contains me.
Right.
This is tough.
Which is
Just-
why I was trying to
just-
get rid of all those fucking tokens, but
You did get rid of all the artifact tokens.
I did. Sacrificial lamb for the rest of the table.
Mm,
You really didn't expect me to just let my treasure tokens go.
No, I didn't. I expected you to blow yourself out. So,
mm.
I mean, I
turn
knew
is
you
gonna-
put. Yeah, go ahead.
Next turn is going to be a blast. Pun intended.
We're gonna
Yep.
both die.
No, without all that, unless I draw one of my other ways of getting a spell back from my graveyard, I don't have the mana to go off again. So instead, I'm gonna have to go to a different, crazier way of going off.
You didn't take the Brass's bounty back.
No, I had to get back the
The bounce, otherwise you would have lost everything.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna tap for 3. The Shrine of the Forsaken Gods counts as 2.
hmm
I'm gonna play Mirage Mirror,
Okay.
and with my commander's effect, I'll draw another card.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna pay 2 to turn my Mirage Mirror into a Niv Mizzet Paran. Then I'm going to pay. Nothing I have has haste.
Nope.
Including the mirror.
Yeah, I would not do that with the mirror. I mean, unless you want to put a cranial plating on it and.
I mean, it copied Niv Mizzet Paran. Paran doesn't have summoning sickness, so it can attack.
No, the
No.
mirror does have summoning sickness because the
Correct.
mirror is the permanent that came into play this turn. So if you copy Nivi, you better be ready to cast some spells, or else it's going to just revert back at end of turn.
Maybe that's not the right call.
I don't think it is. And I'm not being facetious. I don't think, unless you're ready to cast a bunch of instants and sorceries and wanting to get into a literal instants and sorceries fight with me,
Which
because
is
my
the
Nivi
instant
will draw
sorceries
me
deck.
cards too. You're playing Is It in artifacts. I'm playing Is It spells. Who's gonna have the better top decks in an instance and sorcery war?
Don't get into that pissing match. Well, sit tight if you got counter spells, because you're going to need them. Or hope to draw
I mean-
into them.
That's what I'm known for, John. Is I really love the word trigger in the context of Magic, and I really love to like build really intricate deck machines.
That if we don't
You should-
kill them first, but that is, remove them from play, we lose to them. So it just feels unfair to target Goths first every time.
And in fairness, I laid low. I spread the hate around. I tried to assist everybody else in, having their own game. And then I drew Niv Mizzet and things got crazy.
Yep.
Goth, I'm gonna ask you something.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Since I have continued to leave you alone, can you at
Would you
least
like
save
me to
it for
kill you
last?
last?
Sucker.
Yeah. Can you at least kill me last since I've left you alone the whole time?
Nick, I'm going to have to ask you to make me a counteroffer because you have also been an honorable person, and so the honor of being killed last should at least be.
No,
You should
no,
at least
no,
have
no.
the option.
I don't want to play that game. Just kill me first. Or you
Gotcha.
just try-
Sure,
try your
right?
best.
Kill you last,
Okay.
as
I'm
per
gonna
the
pay-
request of Nick.
Kill
2
me
blue?
last. Oh God!
And
You're in this to win, not to die.
I'll pay another. Let's see, this is gonna get down to 4. I'm gonna pay 2 blue and 3 equaling X to use my Mind Spring, and I'm gonna draw 3.
When you cast the spell, I
Oh,
draw a
God.
card and deal point of damage to the Thopter.
1,
The middle
2,
Thopter, I like it the least.
3.
Draw.
Okay.
Yes, Jay Barry. Play whatever
Why-
you want as long as it's the victim.
How did you do it? How did you draw a card?
Whenever anybody
Whenever
plays
a
it,
player casts an instant or sorcery, I draw a card. Whenever I draw a card, something takes a point of damage.
I would have removed Niv Mizzet if I had spot removal in my hand, but I didn't because Niv Mizzet always leads to insanity.
Yes.
There's 2 Niv Mizzets in this deck.
Yeah, right.
Double your pleasure, double the fun. That's the
All right,
statement.
Nick,
Great,
I'm gonna
Gotham.
have to pass, so whatever you can do, do it.
I don't know if he's gonna do it for you because you just sold his ass out, but you know.
You kind of did.
Yo, what's up, Justin? How are things going in
I get
Korea?
I mean, to be
God.
fair, I was the one who did the least this game, so I just want some time to get more play.
God.
Well, I
That's
think
really
we'll play a
the
second
only
game.
reason
so-
I'm making the request.
I'm gonna tap my 9. I'm gonna cast an Inkwell Leviathan, and
That has Island Walk.
I
and
think you're gonna
Shroud.
be dead before your turn, so I think you should have just played your commander and
Super
started
freaking
swinging with.
scary.
I think you just should have played your commander and swung with like a Thopter for 12.
9
could-
cards.
I could do that. That's probably the other way of going it, but
Yeah.
I
Would
mean,
you
that's a really good idea. I would do it.
So funny story. Inkwell Leviathan is one of the 2 magic cards that one of my cats is named
Named
after.
after. Yeah.
Uh,
Jay
I'll
Barry
buy that.
speaks the truth. Don't come back. We're a hot fucking mess here, dude.
I mean, if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out with a bang. That's what I say.
well,
oh, there's
I'm not
gonna
so
be a
sure
bang.
what kind of bang I'm gonna have.
you're the one who just said, "Kill me last, please don't." hit."
What
I mean,
is
what have I
Rising's
done
hit
this
points?
game?
It's hard to
What
read.
have I
That
actually
36?
done this game that was worth doing?
I don't
Alright,
know.
Are you
Bring in
done,
Brea.
Nick?
I went back. I redid. I brought in Brea. I'm
Okay.
tapping 1. I'm putting the cranial plating on one of the Thopters, and,
And
I'm
you're paying
swinging
2 to
away.
attack. You got to pay 2 to attack with the last 2.
And I have 2 to attack. So what do I have
Can I
coming
get
in?
a face damage value?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is a 10-1 flying Thopter.
I dropped to 26.
And then I'm all tapped out, so that's my turn.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just as curious as you are. I draw my card for the turn and kill the Thopter that has the cranial plating on it.
Yeah.
I play a Sulphur Falls. So many options, but I think I'm gonna go with the crazy one. Three, 4, 5, 6. Tap 6. Cast Arjun the Shifting Flame. Whenever
that
I
do?
cast a spell, I put the cards in my hand on the bottom of my library and draw that many cards.
Fierce Guardianship, I cancel it. If
It's a
non-crea-
creature.
Wait, is that non-creature?
It's a
Never mind,
creature.
that's
It's a
creature.
creature.
Oh, you tipped your hand. Oh,
Yep.
brutal. I feel for you, Rye.
Oh, that's a freaking terrifying looking beast. Holy crap.
Well, it's terrifying in that if the commander were in play, no, there's
No,
not a discard though. It's not a
When I
discard.
cast a spell, I put cards equal to the number of cards in my hand on the bottom and draw
Yep.
that many cards.
Yeah, it's
Whenever
not
I draw a card, somebody takes damage.
Yep.
Well, let's get it
Oh,
started.
My battery's running low. I need to get my charger.
Okay.
Go for it.
You are tapped out over there, my good friend, Mr.
Nick.
Mr. Nick.
I am.
I'm going to pay 3 mana and cast Capsize. Trigger, trigger, trigger. I am casting Capsize.
Hold on. Rye needs to know you're doing that because he's got the counter in his hand. Because if
Yeah.
that's gonna go
all
nutty.
the other triggers will still go off.
Right, but at least the capsize won't go off again.
Well, I'm not paying the buyback. I'm just paying 3, and I'm targeting the cranial plating. No, I'm
Gotcha.
targeting Brea, actually. Targeting Brea.
Okay, Chargers in. We're good.
All right,
I'm casting a Capsize targeting Brea. I have a trigger on the stack to draw from Niv Mizzet, a trigger from Arjun the Shifting Flame, and a trigger from Arya of Flame.
And capsize returns it to my hand.
Correct. Brea. Does it resolve because we know you have a counterspell?
Bri,
That would be to you, Rye. Are you going to allow this to
get bounced.
go off?
Is it a
The bounce.
non-creature spell?
Yes.
It is.
So then I'll do it just because I can.
All right. Capsize is counter, but I still cast a spell. You're still taking 10 from Arya, Nick. I'm going to do the Arjun trigger before the Niv Mizzet trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put 7 cards in the bottom of my library. Draw 7 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Niv Mizzet gets 7 triggers. Total of 8. So a total of 18 damage from that spell being cast, Nick. And Brea stays in your hand, or stays on the battlefield.
Yep. I'm at 30.
Okay. For our next trick, we will tap 3. To cast Compulsive Research, trigger.
Goth, I think your blur my background got turned on somehow.
It might have been that I held the cards too close to the screen. Give me 1 second to see if
Don't
I
worry
can.
about it. Do your thing. Do your triggers, and we'll see what we can do.
Arya ticks up to 11. Nick take 11. Then I'm going to have Niv Mizzet resolve first. So Nick take another damage. I draw another card. And then Arjun triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the bottom. Draw 7 more. Nick take another 7.
At 11. So you're drawing. How many cards did you have in your hand when you did that?
Because
you-
the first time, and then 7
didn't
again.
you?
Yeah,
but
because
did you not
Niv's
cast-
drawing me a card whenever I cast a spell. Doesn't matter if the spell resolves. Now Compulsive Research resolves. I draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. Nick take 3 more damage. Then I have to discard a card. I have to discard 2 cards unless I discard a land. I don't need this Desert of the Mindful.
You have to be pretty much tapped out because
I
you
have
don't have
2 mana left. So I am going to kill you this turn. Don't worry. I'm going to get started on Rye. I'm going to pay 2, cast Karthik Reunion as an additional cost to cast Karthik Reunion. I've got to discard 2 cards. We're going to
And
discard
that's
Drake Haven and Desert.
13 damage.
Hold on. No, it does a lot of different. There's a lot of different things. I'm also copying it with Pyromancer's Goggles. So there are 2 Karthik Reunions on the stack.
He might kill him.
Arjun's trigger, Niv Mizzet's trigger, and Arya's trigger. Arya tricks up to 12 and kills Nick.
There you
Niv
go.
Mizzet's
Well,
trigger
I
resolves.
only had 8 life, so you might not have to do 12 damage.
It's
you might
got to be 1 target though.
I promised. I'm gonna kill you in the something else, but it's fine. Yeah, Nick's dead. Niv Mizzet draws a card. Rye, what's your commander's toughness?
3.
Deal a point of damage to your commander.
Oh
Draw the
my.
card from Niv Mizzet. Put Arjun 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to the bottom. Draw 7 more. 2 more damage to your commander, then 5 to you, Rye.
Okay, so she's dead. And now I go down to 19.
The first Catharic Reunion resolves. I draw 3 cards. You take 3 more damage. The
That's down to
second
16.
Catharic Reunion resolves. I draw 3 more cards. You take 3 more damage.
Okay, 13.
We go to combat. I hit you in the air for 5 because Arjun came into play this turn.
Right.
Okay, so I'm at 8.
And I passed the turn.
Casually says pass turn.
So you either
Thanks.
win or
Yeah, you either win
All
right now or die,
depends.
so I suspect it's going to be the latter, but have fun!
Oh
If-
my god.
If you can't get rid of the Aria, if I cast a spell, you die. If you can't get rid of Niv Mizzet, if I draw cards, you die.
Yep. See if you can
It
fix
would
your
all-
focus.
Yep, I'll work on my focus while he works on his options.
Yep.
So maybe a cyclonic rift.
I don't have a rift. I don't. Land for turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana available. And if I use 6, I'm down to 7.
So it wasn't blurred, but when I blurred it, it got worse. We'll try
Maybe it's
the.
just your signal.
It could also be if I held a card too close. It's done
Okay,
that before.
yep, it is focusing perfectly on that.
Let's... Oh my god. I gotta see if I can dig for something with Joyra.
Yeah.
And then I gotta pay 2 extra because commander tax. Did I pay
I mean,
too much?
is there any?
Two?
Can you put? How much life does Goth have?
6.
26.
Yeah, so turning something into Arjun and swinging with an Onagi Nada isn't going to do much.
I'll block with Arjun. I don't need him anymore. He's done his
Right.
job.
Yep.
Hmm.
I mean,
Like
a Mirage,
everything in my life, I'll discard it.
Yeah, a Mirage Mirror into a Pyromancer's Gauntlet could help. I don't know.
I don't have either of those cards.
Turning the mirror into the Pyromancer's Gauntlet and doubling a spell could help.
There is no Pyromancer's Gauntlet.
What is your artifact that's doubling the spells?
It's not doubling spells. It's Pyromancer's Goggles.
Goggles.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
And what exactly does that card say?
Tapped for 1 red mana. If you use that mana to cast a red spell, you get to cast the spell twice, or you get to copy the spell and choose new targets for the copy.
This is probably not gonna go my way. Pay 3, Darksteel Ingot, Commander's Effect, draw a card.
You're just digging for an answer.
Yeah, I don't think I have one
I
now.
think Goth's got it.
I do not need to discard the hand size because I have a Thought Vessel around here somewhere that gives me infinite hand size.
Yep.
3, 4, Thran Dynamo, Commander draws me a card. That's not gonna work. You know what? Just scoop it up.
Yep. There you go.
There's nothing I could do that will make any difference.
So usually I tell you guys my deck's names before they get started, but this deck's name is Critical Mass.
Yeah. It's like any of your decks. If you let it get to a certain point, I mean, it's blue-red. If you let it get at the mana base, it's gonna overrun fucking everything. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
But you
I
never know
like it.
how it's gonna go off. It's beautiful.
That was just
It's
insanity.
mommy's little bomb.
It's awesome.
Well done.
All right, I'm good. I'm gonna play Shalai next game.
Iluna's coming out.
Cool. You really like the red-blue decks, don't you, Rai?
No, it's more. Well, I guess technically, but all honesty, my favorite color combination is blue and green.
Cool.
Any requests?
From the stream, any requests
Like
for
track
anybody?
those.
Colors.
I request
played
that.
it.
Here's my request: Goth Sock, sit out this one.
No.
Somebody's scared.
Play
Yep.
the Locust God. Stick with the. No, I'm just kidding.
There is a Locust God in there
sure,
actually because
I'm sure there is.
So I did recently revise my my Loro deck. It's a lot less hard control and more like actually plays Magic.
I suggest not that because I don't want to be here for 3 hours.
I promise you it won't last 3 hours. It has a finish now.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm gonna play Shalai. Do you want to do a Loro?
Kaham wants to see cutting edge technology. Are there any other requests from the stream?
Well, Rye's gonna do Illuna, right?
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, everyone else played Artifact deck. Oh, but you're playing Shalai, and I do not want to play an Artifact deck against Shalai. It just turns into a race
Yep.
between you and me, and that's just fun.
Illuna, Apex of Wishes.
Yep.
Nick, what are you playing?
I'm playing Zantia again.
Which one is that?
Yeah,
Sleeper
one more
Agent.
time.
Got it. I think you only played that once.
I did. I just made it, and yeah.
All right.
No, that's another race with DM, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, just pick
What
your
are you in the back who I don't recognize the colors of? Oh, you're terrible.
Make a
You
choice.
sit in the back for a reason.
Okay, DM, you died first, so
Well, I don't know. I don't know what God's playing. I'm trying to bring up commanders.
Oh.
Let me turn on. Oh, the deads are off. Let me get my
Red,
live.
blue, green, green, white, black, red. A loss of what to play. You know what? I'll sit back and just kind of quietly watch the game. I'm gonna play Tulane.
Gotcha. Teller of Tales.
drawing cards.
Look, the commanders with built-in draw engines are a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but Tulane is just the best generic Bant commander. The deck doesn't really play to Tulane strengths.
Gotcha.
It's
So,
just-
one thing, guys, I am planning on swapping out a card in the deck because I don't have it, but I have something that's very similar. Is it okay if I say that makeshift munitions is Goblin Bombardment?
Sure.
yeah, fine.
Because
Yeah.
it's the same exact mana cost, too.
They're
Sure.
just one of them is better than the other one.
Ever so
Demonstrably
slightly,
better.
yes.
No, the one being free versus one
Yeah,
not being
the-
free is
exactly.
demonstrably better.
Much better. All right, I am good. I think.
DM was murdered first.
Um.
There was a kill trail.
Yeah.
Let me try cutting my video and restarting it.
Gotcha. I need
I'm
to.
gonna hold off on this
God
card.
damn it. I need something that makes white.
Okay.
I'm glad I did that. Wow, I'm really glad I did that.
I have one of the funniest cards possible in my hand.
Can I just have a plane, please? The command tower.
No.
Okay.
No, you can't have planes. Planes are
Right.
forbidden.
Exactly.
I'm also playing white.
All right, what are you playing? Oh, you're right, Chilean. Ah! Dropping cards.
So, can we go over everyone's commanders again? I didn't see.
Sure. All right, Goth is gonna play Teller of Tales.
No, that didn't
Oh,
fix the.
I saw that one recently. I
It-
just watched the episode of Command Knights with it.
It was
I mean, Command
one of
Knights.
the
not
Brawl
Game Knights.
commanders.
Yeah.
And then Nick is gonna be playing Xantia's Sleeper Agent.
Not playing the no land hand.
You know, giving awful gifts to people.
Oh no.
And let's see, you're playing Illuna, so flying
Yup.
trample. Whenever it mutates, put shit in for free.
Yeah.
And I am playing Shalai, Voice of Plenty. So I'm planeswalkers I control and other creatures I control get hexproof if she's in play.
Oh my gosh, mono white, you're gonna struggle with ramp.
No, it's white green.
Oh, white green.
Right.
Oh,
she's
I
got,
didn't
I mean,
even
I
know
could
it's
play
like
mono
green.
white and show you how well mono white ramps.
Yeah, mono white is okay. Is it that mono white angels deck?
Extra,
All right,
Extra judicial measures is the name of the deck.
everybody good?
I'll keep-
Once I get these together and not bend cards, yeah.
Not a terribly great hand, but it is a hand that contains cards.
Cool.
Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is okay. I can work with it.
Ryan,
Let's roll.
Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. I will go first, but hold on. I'm going to fix Rise video. He's getting a little tilty.
I'm always tilted.
Apparently.
I mean, I watched the last game too.
He's on tilt. I got it.
All right, then I've got to do this. Yada, yada, yada.
If we have time
Good
for
enough.
a third game, I'm gonna just use Jorah again, probably.
Cool. All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Command Tower. Soul's Attendant, pass turn.
Draw of turn. Playing a island. And pass.
Okay, draw, play a swamp, pass the turn.
Forest, search for tomorrow, suspended, pass turn.
Yep. Want to do that? Do that. Scattered Grove, pass turn. Hold on. I have to be aggro.
Holding tightly
1, 2,
to my
3, 4,
deck.
5, 6. Right, it's you for 1. Pass turn.
Are you sure?
What am I going to do with the 1/1 besides sit here?
Exactly that. Sit there. Playing a forest and pass.
Ours is not to question why. Ours is but to do and die.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm going to play a mountain, tap 2, and play an armillary sphere, and I'm going to pass my turn.
Cool.
Untap, tip down the search, draw a card. Sigh audibly. Play a plains. Tap the plains. Play a soul ring. Pass the turn.
Yeah, that ramp's doing what it's doing.
If I had the soul ring on turn 1, I would have played it on turn 1.
Yeah, right?
Commander in a nutshell.
It's just the hand is significantly more awkward with the soul ring on turn 2.
Crows and Verge. 1, 2, 3, Nick. 4, 5, 6, Goth. Goth for 1. Pass turn.
This is forever etched in
Oh
the
my God.
archives.
Yes,
All right.
my little cleric has invoked your ire.
I'm gonna play Command Tower. I'm gonna tap a green, blue, and colors to play Uro.
There you go.
Uro's effect. I gain 3. I'm gonna need my other die. I might as well start using green so I have all 3
Uro
colors.
comes in. I'll gain a life.
Yep, then Uro leaves.
Yep.
Pursued by a bear.
Life, draw a card, put a land from my hand to the battlefield. Gonna put an island down, and then he sacrifices himself.
Yep.
And actually, before he sacrifices himself, I'm gonna pay a blue to unsummon to bounce him to hand.
In
Okay.
response to... Yep.
And now I pass.
Why'd you pay a blue to bounce him to hand?
Because Uro finished his first effect, he put a land, and then his other effect was on the stack. In response to that trigger on the
Yeah.
stack, I used unsummon to bounce it to hand.
Oh, you've cast an unsummon. I didn't see the unsummoned piece.
Well, there you
Cool.
go. You see it now.
Woo.
Okay, you finished?
Yep.
Nice. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Oh, wait, that's supposed to be my hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a mountain, or swamp, excuse me. And I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to bring Zancha into play. And I am going to donate Zancha to DM.
All right, I got Zancha.
We can
Yep.
pay 3 mana to draw a card. DM loses how much life?
DM loses 2 life.
Yep.
And DM must attack with Zancha each turn, but Zancha can never attack Nick.
Yep.
Correct.
There you go.
By
and
5.
DM gains a life because Zancha entered the battlefield.
Yep.
Okay, I passed my turn.
And
That's a
nobody
whole
else
lot
gets
of-
to draw, right? You always get the card draw.
No. Anyone can pay 3 and draw a card.
Anybody can pass.
Anyone,
Oh, cool.
including you.
Perfect.
Search resolves. Get an island. And then I gotta shuffle and draw a card. Give me a second.
Behind on the turns.
What fresh hell is this? I will draw my card for the turn. That's interesting. I'll play an island. Well, came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I hate the taste of bubblegum. I'm gonna play Oko, Thief of Crowns. I'm gonna turn Zancha into an elk.
All right, I got a 3/3 elk. There's my elk.
So Zancha goes.
Nowhere.
He's now-
She doesn't leave. She's not exiled. She is just that now. She doesn't get to go back to...
Zancha has just gotten in touch with her inner elk.
This is why everybody fucking hates Oko.
Past turn. And if you kill Oko, she's still an elk.
Right.
Do your / card Oko, Thief of Crowns.
Huh?
And you've got a bot in the chat that'll explain cards.
Oh, anybody can put that in. I'm...
Yeah, Jayberry's going ha 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 what, and I'm explaining to Jayberry just type in
Oh.
/ Oko.
Oh, I'm spelling it wrong.
I used to like playing with that card, but
It's...
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody hates it, and it makes enemies. But you're here to kick ass and make enemies, so...
I mean, so does Zancha's forced combat phases.
Yeah.
So I just countered one make enemies card with another make enemies card.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing at Oko for 4.
Sure thing. Oko drops to 1.
I will play a Terramorphic. I will sack the Terramorphic for a... for a what? Sorry. Yeah, I did that. Sack the Terramorphic for a plane, and then I will pay 2 to sack the Corrosion Verge for a Temple Garden and a, oh, I don't know, forest. Cool. That's all tapped. And then I'll pass my turn.
that elk could have attacked me just as easily. That's correct.
Yeah, I know,
Yep.
but I want...
Draw.
Oko needs to go, because that's a problem.
Everything's fine, DM. You worry too much.
Yeah, suck
No.
it.
Going to.
I mean, if you're offering, I haven't had it in a while.
Aw.
a 3 again to play Uro. Using his effect, I'll draw a card, go up another 3. Oh, if I could find a 3. Come on. I will go to 6 actually on that die. It's a 9. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. There we go. And then I'll put a land to play for my hand. I'll choose Field of the Dead. Comes into play tapped. And then Uro sacrifices himself. Then
Well, there's a problem.
Yep, Field of the Dead is always a problem.
I'll play Seismic Growth Chamber as my land for turn. I will bounce my tapped island to hand. And that's really all I've got, so I'll pass the turn.
I mean, anyone want to play Nissa so we can just hit all the mistakes of Standard of the last year?
Yep.
Well, no, we gotta go further than just Nissa because there have been a lot of mistakes in the last year.
And yes, I do love Uro Jayberry.
There you go.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap 1,
Like, come on, that artwork is just amazing.
and I'm going to see your Uro and play a Kroxa. Type hunger. Let that guy slip into my graveyard, and that says each player, when Croxa comes in the battlefield, sacrifices it. When it, I think everybody discards a card, right? So
Everyone discards a
each
card.
opponent discards a card, and each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card loses 3 life.
Well, there's something mean.
Uh,
Wow. Do I dare discard a non-land?
I will discard an
Delete.
Anointer Priest.
Yeah, I gotta let go of Inexorable Tide.
And I guess I'm going to discard. My Pouncing Shark, and I'll have to take 3.
Okay, I'm going to tap and crack the Armillary Sphere and search for a couple of basic lands, reveal them, put them into my hand, then shuffle my library. And then I'm going to pass my turn after that. But I'll reveal.
Oh, and responding to Jayberry, I did play Uro before. Remember the last time I played Illuna, it actually was part of my assault against DM that killed him. I had 123 damage on board.
Yep.
A swamp and a mountain, both of them in my hand. And I pass the turn. Shuffle up and deal.
Oh.
Only creatures in the table right now are DMs.
The Xancha Oko Elk and a 1/1 Soul Warden.
Yeah. I will just play a Plains. Tick Oko up and make myself some yummy, yummy food.
Don't make me hungry. I'll have to leave.
So,
Mission noted. Make you hungry. Then I will play Ispera Supreme Judge.
Yep.
Whenever a creature attacks me or a planeswalker I control, I may draw a card. It's a 6/4 flyer.
Yep.
I pass the turn.
Oh my gosh, I know Asperia too well. One of
Asperia
my
is
friends
awesome.
used that as their
Oh,
command.
Can't Life.
It's a pet card of mine. I've always loved it, but it never seems to make it into decks. So when I put together a Super Friends deck. Oh wait, Oko's at 3 because food tokens are +2.
Yep.
Not that anyone can read that because my
Yep.
webcam has decided blur mode. I'm gonna try going into the UI of the camera directly and see if that gets me anywhere.
Let's see.
Well, that's not the camera I want to look at. Okay, I want to look at the.
Simulacrum. And what do I want? Doesn't really matter. First one I come to.
All right, I can't mess with that camera as long as Skype has control of it.
Got it. Plain it is.
God, can't you just turn off the camera and turn it back on? Like reset it?
Tried that.
Interesting.
What's your creature that you have out there?
Aspera Supreme Judge, 6/4 flying. Whenever a creature attacks me or a planeswalker I control, I draw a card.
There she is.
Let's try turning off the autofocus and seeing if that helps.
Yep. All right. What do I want to do? Life totals around the table.
39.
42.
Right, take 4.
Fair.
Pass turn.
Upkeep. Draw. Playing
Do
my
I want the
Reliquary
auto
Tower
flicker
for
off
land
the
for
end?
turn.
Try it. Sorry.
Let's see. I don't have that in my brain. Going to pay a blue and 2 colorless to cast Muldrifter for its evoke cost.
Yep.
So it's going to draw me 2 cards and then sacrifice itself.
God.
Then I'm going to play red, blue, green for Temur Ascendancy.
Yep. They have haste and they draw you cards.
Yep. Whenever I play creature, with 4 power or greater, I draw a card, and yeah, it also gives haste.
Gotcha.
Give the stream a second to follow up, but it looks better on my side.
Looks great.
There you go.
All
I don't
right,
know what
and
you did,
that is
but
all I have.
This looks good.
You can go, Nick.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to tap 5. I'm going to cast Obnixilis. Reignited. I'm going to downtick Obnixilis straight away, and I'm going to kill Ispera.
Hesperia.
Sure
Good
thing.
idea.
Spara's dead.
Obnixilis is at 2. I've all tapped out. I passed the turn.
How many counters are on our good friend Abby?
2.
Cool. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna tick Oko up to turn the food token into a 3/3 elk.
Nice.
This whole game is like just try to kill fucking Oko.
That's kind of why it's broken and why everybody hates it.
I'm going to murder Obnixilis with my elk.
Yep. Obnixilis did its trick. Got rid of what he needed to get rid of.
Did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Then I'm going to
Oops, sorry, it's not his turn.
so many choices here, but I think I'm going to tap 5 and cast Tulane.
Ooh. I gotta refresh my memory.
2/4 vigilance are the important notes for right now.
Yep.
And then I will pass the turn.
Before my turn, I'm gonna Worldly Tutor.
Sure thing.
And sorry.
Who are you
Tulane?
apologizing to?
Tulane?
I'm going slow. Sorry. I know what I'm looking for. I just don't know where it is.
You had a question about Tulane?
This Tulane fly, I don't think he does.
No,
He
he's
does?
just a he.
Uh,
Tulane is Geoffrey Chaucer, and Geoffrey Chaucer does not fly unless thrown from a great height.
Bane of Progress is going on top of my deck.
Okay.
All right. Untap. Upkeep,
Goodbye,
draw.
Soul Ring. You did your job.
Yep. All right.
Yes. That is one way to make Geoffrey Chaucer fly.
All right. 3/3 Elk and a Solemn Simulacrum are going at Oko.
I block the elk with the 2/4 Tulane, and Oko takes 2.
All right. And then Bane of Progress.
I lose my Soul Ring. So 1 from me.
And 1 for me. Any enchantments? Any other artifacts, enchantments?
Tamura Ascendancy goes.
Yep.
Oh,
None for
that
me.
mean I lose something.
Yeah, that needed to go. That's the other reason.
I thought about dealing with it, but
Yep. And pass turn.
Alright, upkeep.
And I draw a card for that thing dying. Oh, hey, cool. Homeward Path for turn.
Draw. Gonna play an
a
island.
sad robot goes too.
That's why I drew the card, and I drew a Homeward Path.
Oh,
and
okay.
played it. Yep.
I'm working on stream delay, so I was.
I should have mentioned it. I said it.
What
said
does
it.
everyone have in play right now? What card type are they?
I have
I have
5
a-
creatures and lands.
I have 5 basic lands.
5 lands, 2 creatures, and a planeswalker.
Okay. Noted. Ba, 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 ba. Cost 3. 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Elf. I really don't have anything I want to play right now.
No need. Then.
Relax. Last game went really, really fast with like the metalworker ramp and whatever the hell I was doing. This game can go slower.
It couldn't possibly be because that's what you want.
So nobody has any artifacts or enchantments right now?
I just played
My
a
only
thing that
artifact
killed...
is currently an elk.
I literally just played a creature that destroyed all artifacts and enchantments.
Fair.
Sorry, let's bring up the... I'll bring up the Bane of Progress.
If I recall, this deck was built to deal with another player's Enchantress deck.
No, actually, it's the deck's called Back to Basics, and it's no one, not even me, no one's allowed to have artifacts or enchantments.
Right, but I remember it was first conceived after somebody had a really effective Enchantress
You
deck.
know what?
Not mine.
I'm gonna take back the island. Instead, I'm gonna play Rugged Highlands and gain a life.
There you go.
And with that, I'm actually just gonna pass.
I built it because a lot of our metas games rely on enchantment, like little enchantment forts. Not pillow forts, but little enchantment interactions.
No,
So-
I'm famous for loving do-nothing enchantments.
Yeah, like this would have been amazing against the last deck, because it would have shut down a lot of that, the propaganda and the Ariel thing.
There were only 2 enchantments on the table, so...
Yeah, but I mean, you know, the thing that did 30 damage to me and killed me in a turn.
All right. So
Right, but I would have also defended that thing is what I'm saying.
That's right.
I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to play a Graveblade Marauder.
Nice.
1/4 that touchy guy, and if he does damage, it's equal to the number of creatures in my graveyard. And I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast a Shiny Impetus. I'm going to put it on DM on your elk.
Yeah, I figured. All right, so the elk has +2/+2 and is goaded, and whenever it attacks, Nick gets a treasure token.
And it has to attack each turn if able, but it can't attack
Right.
Nick.
Right.
Correct.
All right, I have a goaded elk. It's a very, very goaty.
It is a angry elk chasing a shiny object.
That can only be blocked by red and artifact creatures.
And cannot attack.
No,
Oh well, no, it's not menace, or it's not intimidate.
it's not intimidate.
For a second, I thought it was. All right, cool.
That's turn.
Play Hinterland Harbor.
Oh, Nick, you played a creature, right?
I did play a creature.
Man, that stupid Soul's Attendant. I see why Soul Sisters is a thing.
Yeah, wait till you start getting multiples of them out.
They're all in here. It's not a life gain deck, but
Do I want to sit back or do I want to sit really far back?
We're all trying to sit back.
So the elk is now a 5/5, restoring it back to something of its original functionality.
Yep. Yep. I mean, look, you realize I'm just going to keep swinging at Akko until it's dead.
Yeah. Which is why I hate that I have to do it, but I'm gonna have to do this.
You do it.
Tick go up, make a food token.
That was no.
Pay 6. Terminus.
Yep, all creatures go on the bottom of their libraries.
Commanders may go to the command zone.
Poof.
Luckily, I have no creatures.
Yep.
Oh, I should have attacked with my other elk, but it's fine. It's fine.
Commanders go to the command zone. The shiny
Pass turn.
the graveyard. The graveyard marauder goes in just under the bottom of the library, right?
Yep.
Got it.
Cool.
And
good?
I pass.
Fucking Oko's still on the table.
It's gonna always be on the table.
I don't like the tone of your voice. Oko is a gentleman.
Yep.
You know, I used to play Oko all the time, and I got nothing but shit. And I understand why, because when you somebody's commander, they can't play commander, and it's not not cool.
That's why they did the tuck rule. All right, Teo the Light Shield. I have hexproof.
I mean, we all have cards we hate. I hate your commander because I hate the whole like, oh look, it's not me attacking you, it's this
Yep.
person over here who I have forced to
Exactly.
attack you. So
And-
Okay,
I
fair
counter
enough.
the thing I hate with the thing you hate, and suck it and die.
And I hate Edgar Markov.
All right, so look, Teo's
I
first.
see your hate of Edgar Markov. We can be friends, Rising.
Great.
All right, so
Fist
first
pump.
thing is Teo the shield mage.
Yep.
So I have hexproof. I am not ticking him down to make a wall, and then my second play is Kalemne's captain.
Look, I have it on a very good authority from a friend of mine who wears shirts exactly like Oko, that is exactly how much shirt a man needs.
All right, everybody hates Nissa Dragon Gem. I fucking hate Nissa, and I'm gonna
I
pass my
don't
turn after
think
those
there's any
two.
Nissas left in this deck.
Alright.
I think
Okay.
all the Nissas have moved to the land decks.
Draw. Gonna play an island for turn. That's gonna be more than 7 lands now. 7 of them have different names, so I get a zombie from Field of the Dead.
Yep.
It begins.
Yeah. What else do I have the ability to do? Then I guess I'll pay 2 green and 1 to play Selvala, Heart of the Wilds.
Cool. She is the land one. I forget which one.
She gives me cards and high amounts of ramp.
Heart of the Wilds. 2/3. Got it.
Whenever you play a creature, if it is the largest creature whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it is the largest creature among all creatures in play. That creature's controller draws a card. Tap her, gain an amount of mana equal to the highest highest power of creatures you control.
Got it.
I knew she was familiar. She's in my Hydra deck.
Yep. She's awesome. Did I bring her up? Here, hold on. I'll bring her up. Everybody can look at it again. Right. Anything else?
There definitely should be. So what do you guys have right now?
Let's go around the board. I've got a 5/5 Vigilant Giant that can go monstrous and become an 8/8 Vigilant Giant. I've got a 5 Loyalty Planeswalker that can make little walls, but it gives me hexproof. And then
Okay.
you've
I
got...
have Oko and a food token.
Yeah. Right,
I
you've
have
got Silval and your
6
zombie.
I
Nick,
have
you've got
6
some awesome stuff.
I have 6 basic lands there. Basic.
And
So you
lands
guys
and
don't
Oko.
have anything that's like really powerful or anything on your field.
Nope.
I have
do-
Oko and a food
power-
token.
I have 6 basic lands.
Alright. I'm gonna pay... This kind of sucks because I need another red or something. I'm like short of 1 color to do something I want to do.
Why don't you play your commander?
Now the thing with that is I'll have no green mana to take advantage of Selvala then. And the only thing I can use for green is Command Tower.
Don't you have a red-green land?
Oh. Yeah. Actually, I do.
But I mean, Savala has summoning sickness, right?
Oh, yes, she does. So I wouldn't be able to tap her anyway.
Unless you had a way of giving her haste, but that's in the graveyard right now.
Yep.
True. I guess the smartest thing to do actually would be to cast my commander for its mutate costs. So, you know what? But that doesn't trigger Savala, though.
It does not, because it does not enter the battlefield. It was already there.
Yep.
However, I can get something onto the battlefield from a Luna, but there's no guarantee you'll have more power than it. So I wouldn't really be able to draw a card guaranteed. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay a blue and 3 to play Dreamtail Heron, which apparently is the strongest thing I have. It's a 3/4, so I guess I draw a card. Unless there's some...
No, you don't.
My creature's 5/5.
It's not bigger than the 5/5.
There's a 5.
It has to be bigger than all other creatures at the table, not just yours.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Good thing you're here, Goth.
Yep, that's what I'm here for.
Yep.
You should totally be a judge when I do Commander on my channel in the future.
There you go.
Just like everything else about me, my rates are very competitive.
You almost made me snarf on my playmat. Thank you.
Snarf.
Like water through my
Kind of
nose.
a
while I
vomit
laugh.
sound.
So I guess casting a Luna would be the only guarantee of me drawing a card, but there's no guarantee it won't die, and I'll have to cast it for more mana.
I mean, it is a 6/6 flyer.
Yeah, I mean, some people might have an issue with a 6/6 flyer.
Yeah.
Myself is one of... I mean, there is the chance that a Luna would stay and just find a new purpose in life as an elk.
Yep.
Alright, so then in that case, I'm just going to mutate my Dreamtail Heron onto it, just so I can draw a card when it mutates. I played a land for turn, that's how I got the zombie, so I don't have the ability to do that. I guess I just pass with that.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
So I'm very confused with the number of things that could have happened last turn. You're leaving your mana up and the Heron in your hand.
No, the Heron is on the
It's
Savala.
mutated.
Okay, on to the Savala.
Yep.
Actually, I could do it on the zombie if I wanted to, so that might be a better idea.
There you go.
Better idea.
Now we have a zombie bird. How would that
Yep.
look?
No,
there's
it's
plenty
either a
of zombie
bird or a zombie. It's whatever the top card is. It's not both.
creature type wise. Nick.
Oh, right.
Yep.
It only gains the abilities, not the typings.
Right.
Not the everything else. Yep, it doesn't gain the color. It doesn't gain anything else.
I'm going to play a Blood Crypt coming into play tapped. I'm not taking the damage for it.
But to be fair, their artwork would merge, so it technically would be a bird zombie in terms of the artwork.
No, the artwork doesn't merge. The top card is the only card that's there. Everything else is just abilities. Think of it like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of it more like Dr. Frankenstein, and they're just a mishmash of horribly genetic things.
Yeah,
Nope, that's
what-
a different mechanic. That's the silver border mechanic.
I have to read Oko again. Oko does it
Oh.
becomes, it doesn't destroy anything.
Right,
So
it just turns it into.
Just a 3/3 elk.
Yep.
I mean, I would like to turn a food token into an elk. So if you don't do anything that overtly threatens me, like, I don't know, play a 3/4 flyer that draws you cards, I don't have any reason to turn it into an elk.
okay, well,
which is
perhaps
exactly what Heron is.
Imagine.
You caught the subtext.
a vow of malice. And
I drew one single card.
So what's the vow going on?
the vow's going to go on your 5/5 guy.
Yep. So it has to attack somebody, can't attack you.
No, it doesn't have to attack. It just has.
Oh, right.
It can't attack Nick, and it gets +2/+2, and I want to say
And
menace.
now it has
or
intimidate.
Okay, it's intimidate.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Here,
And
hold on.
I'm going to tap 2 more, and I'm going to give myself a key to the city.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, good. Sorry, I have hexproof, not my creatures.
That's right. And I'm going to give myself a key to the city, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Cool.
Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink.
Why wouldn't you do it on the flying thing to go after Oko?
Because the flying thing is going to it's a decision, right? So it's going to be either the flying thing turns into a elk, or your guy's going to turn into an elk.
Right.
Or Goth has more than one piece of removal.
Right.
Or Goth has more than one piece of removal.
So.
I'm going to play Teferi Time Raveler.
That's a thing.
And I'm just going to drink your hate. I'm going to tick Teferi down to 1 and bounce the giant that has the enchantment on it.
Yep.
I draw a card.
Wow, did I run every time I play this deck? I always seem to run into like the wrong decks. Maybe there's no deck for this to run into.
Right. I'm gonna leave you alone if you leave me alone. Thoughts?
I will commit to that deal if you commit to it.
Sounds great. Oko is going to turn the food token into another elk because Oko has a thing for pet elks.
You're making a deal with Devin, right?
Right. Did you actually say you're not going to attack either of those planeswalkers?
In response to that question, I take a sip of water.
All right. Well, you've answered.
Then I'm going to pay
the question.
4 and cast Ajani the Great-Hearted.
The only way I will break that commitment is if something really scary happens.
Yeah.
Look at are you out of your fucking mind?
It's going to take a lot to make me think something scary happens, though. I'm very dense.
I'm going to tick down Ajani to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker I control.
Yep.
And creatures I control have vigilance. And you guys can only play spells on your turn.
Idiot. Don't attack. You gotta attack.
Johnny ticks down to 3. The elk is now a 4/4 vigilant. It is a mighty elk. It is a thoroughbred elk.
I feel like this is going to end up the same as last game. We're going to be down
I'm
to
going to
just
punch
Goth.
Teo for 4.
No, it's going to take a lot longer.
With what?
The 4/4 elk.
You didn't have an elk.
I had a food token that became an elk. The food token was created last turn, so it doesn't have summoning sickness.
You punched Teo for 1. 4 for 4. Teo's at 1.
It gets a counter, and I'm good.
People are out of your minds.
I don't think I ever had one to begin
Pass turn.
with. Oh, that would be me then. Okay.
Yep.
So we can't play spells on somebody else's turn. So
correct.
Yep.
Draw. I'll play an island.
Just want
I
a
get
nice
another
fair
zombie
game of
token.
Yeah, it's about control.
Really?
Okay.
You want a nice fair game of Magic in a Walker deck? Playing Oko?
I didn't say fair for who.
Right.
Alright, I'm going to... I think now is probably the perfect time to say that I cast my commander.
Sounds good. Sounds warm.
Sounds like it's going to be a fucking elk.
Sounds like it's going to turn into an elk immediately.
What's great is if you turn a mutate creature into an elk, the whole stack becomes an elk.
Yep.
Yeah. That's.
But I mean, I have a deal with him.
Yeah.
That's just
Then
break it.
Put Illuna on top of that pile, and that's going to trigger a few things. I assumed I paid the right amount, right? 6 mana. Yeah.
You draw 1 card and you flip the top 2 cards of your library.
Oh no, I exile until I hit a permanent.
Okay,
I got a
that's what it
Blightsteel
is.
Colossus.
There you go.
And that has more mana that has more power than my commander, and it just entered. So wait, is it when I cast? When another creature enters. Okay, so Saval draws me another card.
Correct.
So I will pay a green and tap her. I get 11 mana to my mana pool.
There you go.
I will use 1 of it to play a Soul Ring. I will use 2 of it to play my Goblin Bombardment. So let's see, that's 3 down. I still have 8. I will I will put down 5 for Terror of the Peaks.
I forget what terror does. Hold on.
Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under his control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that, or something deals damage equal to that creature's power to any
I
target.
still have 3 left.
Wait,
Oh,
are you
God.
casting these? Hold on a second. Hold on. There might
Yeah,
be
you-
a slight mistake here. Are you casting these spells?
At
Yeah.
X mana in any combination of colors.
No. When a Luna flips, does a Luna put them into play or does a Luna cast them?
Hold on.
And Luna put the thing into play. It put Blightsteel Colossus into
No.
play.
I'm looking for the wording on a Luna.
Hey,
All
Luna.
right, here, hold on.
Put that card onto the battlefield or
alright.
into your hand. Everything's fine.
Right. So the card goes onto the battlefield.
Yes.
That was the Blightsteel, and then Sylvala got tapped for 11 mana.
Yeah, that's all fine. I was double checking something. If a Luna said cast, Teferi would have had to talk about that.
So now I'll tap my Soul Ring for 2. Along with the other 3, that's 5. Tap 1 more. And I'll play Niv Mizzet the Firemind.
How much mana do you have left?
I have 2 open mana. Oh, and because I played a creature, Terror into Peaks is now going to trigger. When a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I deal damage equal to its power to any target. What's everyone's life totals?
Are you kidding me? You're not going to shoot a Planeswalker.
I already made my deal.
I'm at 48. Merry Christmas. Go to
I'm at
town.
39.
Nick?
I'm at 40. You should hit me.
Sometimes it's just faster to look through one of your decks for what a card does than to try to look it up on
All right,
Skype.
Nick, I'm going to hit you for the 4.
Still can't believe you did not.
Yeah,
hit
you
me.
should have killed the Time Walker or Ajani.
And let's see. I guess with that, I will pass my turn.
The Luna can attack.
It could. Now, the question is, do I want to?
There is so much crazy on that end of the board.
Nick, do you have any flyers?
Nobody
I
has
don't
any
have-
creatures except for you. It's there's.
That's not true. I have a 4/4 elk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting because it's a die.
All right. And then to make it fair, DM, since I hit Nick, I will attack you for 6 in the air at my commander.
6 in the air with your commander.
Yep.
Do I want to respond to that? No, we're good.
You can't respond to it.
Oh, right, I can't.
So in a way, you kind of helped me, Gossocks.
No, you're fucked because
Yeah.
you can't counter my spells now.
Untap, upkeep, draw, play a swamp. I have to do this, so I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to settle the score, and I'm going to get rid of the blight still.
Indestructible, though.
It's exile.
Exile.
Oh.
What is Settle the Score is the card name?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
So I can't
And-
cast spells, but I could always.
You can't do anything about it. It's
You could
exile.
sack it to your blight. You could sack it to whatever if you want it in your
He
graveyard.
can. You can play activated abilities. He could sack it to the munitions.
Yep, I was.
It would deal a point of damage.
No, it's actually a goblin bombardment. Remember
Yeah.
we established.
Yeah.
that?
I'm
I'll sack-
just
Does it only deal 1 damage to a goblin bombardment?
Yep, just
correct,
one.
and it does not have infect because Goblin Bombardment is the card
Does the
dealing damage,
damage.
not the Blight Steel.
All right, so I will sack. In response, I'll sack the Blightsteel to the goblin bombardment. Deal you 1 more damage, Nick.
Okay.
And then you shuffle the Blight Steel into your library, if I recall.
Why would I go to my library?
It
Because
can't
I
sit in the
believe Blight
graveyard.
Steel has that as a clause.
Yeah, Blight
doesn't it?
Steel is not allowed to sit in the graveyard. You can't reanimate it.
When it would be put into a graveyard, it goes and shelves the library. So I could play it again off my commander potentially.
Yeah, you shuffle it back in.
Potentially. If
But it's a one-shot kill, so it had to go. So I
Yeah.
passed the turn.
Yep. All right, Goth, you're up.
Oh, wait. No, I
Oh, I'm
passed
sorry.
the turn.
Yeah.
I was going to try to play my commander, but I'm 1 short on mana.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's just going to turn into an elk.
It's okay.
if he gives it to me, it's not going to turn into an elk. Oh,
I'm not giving it to you. I'll let it
Nah,
be.
I
known.
don't trust you. Hmm. Need more elks. I can cast instants and I can cast sorceries as if they had flash until my next turn.
Yup.
Need more elks.
Make food.
Gonna get myself one of them
And yeah,
food
Jabber, I made a
tokens.
deal with Gossok, so we're not touching each other yet.
Dumbass.
Yep. Everything's fine. I'm going to gain 3 life. Or I could go down. I like gaining 3 life. 3 life is good. 42.
So wait, does the Teferi is that it's an ability, right? You don't trigger it. It just we can't play instants and sorceries off turn.
Yes, it is a static ability of Teferi Time Raveler.
Yeah. This game's
my
over.
elk is going to interface with your Teo.
Yep, Teo dies.
And I'm gonna. What the fuck am I gonna do about that? I'm gonna sit over here and be quiet past turn.
Wave of Vitriol. Everybody sacks all artifacts, enchantments, and non-basic lands they control.
Goodbye, food
What?
token.
Yep. Wave of Vitriol.
And
So I
non-basic.
lose non-basic lands on top of that?
Yep.
Artifacts,
But
enchantments, non-basic lands.
go ahead, Goth. You can explain it.
For every non-basic land that you sacrifice, you search your library for a basic and put it into play tapped.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So you're not going to lose total count of lands, but non-basics, like I don't know, that desert, that Field of the
Field of
Dead.
the Dead. Yeah. I will
A
pay. Does it enter tapped or untapped?
Uh,
I don't actually play that card, so I don't know for certain.
tapped.
Oh crap.
And that's my turn.
So I have to sacrifice 5 non-basics, and I just lose my enchantment and my artifact.
Yep.
Correct.
All
And I
artifacts
get-
and enchantments and
And
non-basics
I get
are
5 basics.
That's
to
correct.
play tapped.
Yep.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did that hurt enough for you to kill the planeswalkers?
Nope.
Apparently not.
Keep trying to make decks without creatures. It never works.
Well,
All right, my turn
what you do
now?
is you do walker decks that make tokens.
That's it, my turn?
Hey, that's only one of my creatureless decks. Thank you. I do a lot of things that are weird.
Yep. Go ahead,
It's a
Ryan.
good
You're up.
Alright, upkeep. Untap and draw. Play another land for turn. I almost forgot I had Uro in my graveyard. Oh, I gotta untap my creatures too. And spell feels command draw power is greater than attack. Gotta exact as much as
Yeah, it would be great to shoot a planeswalker, wouldn't it?
Alright, so I have no way of getting back lands from my graveyard, so that's just 5 fodder for Uro.
There you go. You're
So
welcome.
then I'll pay 2 and 2. Let's play Uro from graveyard for his escape cost. The effect, I'm going to gain 3 life. Draw a card. I put a land into play for my hand. That doesn't feel like that's my hand. That's the man I tapped. And I'll put an Evolving Wilds into play. Actually, you know what? Is it okay if I swap 2 of my lands that I put onto play?
Well, I mean, you actually just drew new cards, so
It's a little late now, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, fair. Just wanted to check.
Had you not already drawn I mean, if you want to switch around what you paid for Uro,
I have to pay 2.
Well, but
blue,
everything's
green.
got to be basic right now, DM, because somebody destroyed all non-basics.
right?
Not sure if you were there, so he can't switch around what he pays for Uro. Uro is green, green, blue, blue.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was green, blue, colors.
Not for the escape cost.
Ah, gotcha.
And that's going to trigger Terror in the Peaks. DM, you're going to take 6.
Sure. You realize I'm going to wipe... If you don't kill that Planeswalker, I'm just going to keep wiping the board every
And
turn.
because I drew a card this turn, Niv Mizzet's going to deal another damage, DM. So you're going to take 7 total.
There you go.
I'm going to tap Niv Mizzet for... I'm going to tap Niv Mizzet, and I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to deal you another damage, DM.
34.
Right. You know, it's a strange tactic. I'm
Yeah,
curious.
I'm like, it's a strange
It's
tactic. I think you just want to kill me. You don't want to win. And that's okay, I guess, but...
I live here. Here is a weird place.
I know. Like, all right.
Alright.
I'm not complaining about living here. Here's nice.
I know, it's nice for
Warm and
you.
Alright.
I hope he does.
And then I'm going to... And then I'm going to attack you, DM, for 11 in the air.
You got it. I'm at 22.
And that's 12 commander damage you're up to from me.
Yep.
Alright, I pass.
Yeah. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Swap. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will also bring out Groxa. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Man, I just want to keep a card in my hand.
so
You have
can
no
just-
hand right now?
I have 2 cards. But Croaks is going to make me discard, right?
Yep. I'm going to
Everybody
discard
discard.
Kataki War's Wage.
Dejeru with eyes open.
I guess I'll discard Decimate.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. Then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to bring my commander back into play, and I'm going to give it to DM. DM, you can use a creature.
I
you
don't want. I'm at 22 life, man.
Yeah, if it goes to somebody else,
Alright.
then it.
All right, it's all good. I got it. I got the thing. I got the thing.
And I'm going to pass my turn.
Whoop.
When Croxa attacks, does every opponent discard or just the person Croxa is attacking?
Whenever Croxa enters the battlefield, whenever Croxa, it doesn't do anything when it attacks. It's just a 6.
When it enters the battlefield or attacks, read the trigger again.
When it enters or attacks, each opponent discards a card, and then each
Yeah, it's
opponent
every turn.
each opponent.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like a dick when I do this, but
It's an elk.
it's an elk.
I like elks.
I can't have you keep like stripping my hand. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Well, the thing about it is that at least opens the door that you. Well, never mind.
Yeah, right. Where the hell's Croxa? How do I spell it?
ELK.
Yeah, right.
K-R.
Oh,
Franco, Frozen.
This is kind of sounds sad, but I forgot what elks look like.
they're big deer.
Oh.
I'm
I'm gonna
not.
tick a Johnny down to put a counter on my creatures. My
It's
walkers.
Kroxa.
Yeah,
OX.
there you go. OX. That explains it.
I can cast instances. I can cast sorceries as if they had flash until my next turn, and I have a vigilant elk that should really hit someone, but I have no desire to hit anybody with the vigilant elk, so I'm gonna pass my turn.
Cool.
Do you have one vigilant elk, or do you?
I have
two?
one vigilant elk. I keep trying to make another elk, but all my food tokens explode, or
Yep. All right.
Something
so
happens.
it's gonna go.
No one feels any sympathy, and I don't deserve any.
Yeah, it's going to Teferi.
What is?
The 5/5 Xantia.
In response to attacking Teferi,
Yep.
I cast Grow from the Ashes and find Kicked. So I find 2 lands and put them on the battlefield untapped. They have to be basics.
Yep.
I will get an island and a plains. Then I will tap 4 mana and cast a Supreme Verdict, destroying all creatures.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, what now?
Yep.
In response to being attacked, I cast Supreme Verdict.
Everything dies.
Destroy all creatures.
Oh, frick. There
DM,
goes all my
DM
band.
sussed out how to get me to wrath the table. Attack
Yep.
me.
There goes everything I worked for.
Well,
Steve.
First
and-
rule of an engine deck: gotta learn how to rebuild. You're
Yep.
your own best mechanic.
Steve and my commander. Pass turn.
Alright. Untap. Actually, no, before my turn starts, I'm going to crack the Evolving Wilds and get a green mana out.
Okay. How do you played it last turn?
Yep.
If I can find it. There. So now I'll untap and draw.
Yeah, Wave of Vitriol is a great way to deal with all those ridiculous landfall Field of Dead decks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I-
nice red-green solutions.
It's interesting to me because like Wave of Vitriol against my landfall deck would actually not do much.
Well, yours is Omnath, right?
Yeah, mine's Omnom.
For
Yep.
6, I'm going to play Rampaging Balos.
You got it.
Hey,
Landfall.
And then for my land for turn, I'm going to play Command Beacon, triggering its landfall.
Hey, have a
I get
beast.
a 4/4 beast. And then I'm going to sack the Command Beacon to put Illuna in my hand, say goodbye to commander tax.
For 1 turn, but you're out of mana, right?
I have 5 mana,
Oh, cool.
but I have nothing to use left for it, so I pass turn.
Okay. How many cards do you have in your hand, by the way?
2.
Okay.
How about
I was
you,
literally
Nick? and
spinning
Goth?
my hand. Actually,
I
wait.
have
Uh, Goth Blue or Load. Goth's empty-handed.
Oh, never
Good
mind.
to know.
All right, so let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you know, if Saheeli becomes an elk, I am happy to attack with an elk.
I'm going to put Zencha back into play, and
Speaking of landfall, Zendikar Rising has more landfall, so that's more support for my deck.
I will
potentially.
happily take a Xantia.
yeah, it's going to you, DM, because the rest of
Because
it just
we gotta fucking deal with the Planeswalker problem.
Wheel of Morality. Turn.
Turn.
Tell me the lesson that I should have learned.
Yep, pass the turn.
You already learned the lesson, and you already performed it. Kill Ryan's board.
No, that was to stop me from getting run down by some ridiculous thing that DM had.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you now, you got rid of my ridiculous stuff. That was all
That
of
was
my
just
entire
bonus.
plan.
I am camping on 4 cards that I've had most of the game.
Draw my card for the turn. Ponder what sort of dark-hearted soul I really am. Come to terms with it.
Yep.
Tick the T-boy down to bounce the flyer.
Yep,
I don't even
my
care what her
commander's in
name
my
is anymore.
hand.
Draw a card.
That doesn't sound like you're happy.
No, I have 2 options in the mana to play one of them. One option keeps me safe, but then a Luna comes back. The other option is crazy, and I love it.
Night, Ineth.
So, when in doubt, get a little cray-cray.
There you go.
Tap 6.
to play an Echo of Aeons. Everyone shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draws 7 cards.
Oh. So does that mean I put Aluna back in the command zone? Or...
You have the option to put
Yeah.
Aluna into the command zone, as does DM.
I'm gonna cycle
Yep.
Chroma's
Going
Vengeance to draw a card.
So I draw a
That's
full
cool.
hand of 7.
Yep. So
That
do
is a
I.
little cray-cray.
I can go
Am I
back.
discarding or am I putting them back into? It's you put your graveyard into, don't you?
Yes, you shuffle
Yeah.
your graveyard and your hand into your library and draw 7.
Yep.
Cards that have been
Oh.
exiled are gone, though.
Sorry.
Oh. So graveyard's going in the deck too.
Yeah, so you get Field of the
Yes,
Dead
but
back.
all the stuff you exiled to cast Oka or
Uro.
Uro is gone.
Yep.
Did you
Good thing
pay
it's
the
only
full
lands.
price for that? You did.
I paid
Wow.
6. Yeah,
Yep.
wasn't in my graveyard.
I will shuffle on camera so you guys know that I'm not stacking the deck.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, we believe you.
So if I legitimately draw Uro again, it's there.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7.
But like, I
Okay.
had no cards in hand. I needed a hand. The other option was to play a massive planeswalker and kill everything with power 4 or greater.
Yep.
In other words, board wipe.
Thank you. Please take her because she poops.
Anything else?
I don't know yet. I haven't drawn my 7 cards yet.
Yep.
Calm thyself, young Padawan.
Calm thine tits.
Well, that is 7 cards. Sadly, none of them are lands.
Wow.
When you make a deck with, sometimes you just don't get lucky.
Oh, that reminds me. Now I fielded the dead back. Oh wait, never mind. It's
Nope,
something I
you
exiled.
exiled that to cast Oro.
I should have thought that
Lord.
more through. I could have had Reliquary Terror and Temple the Dead back if I didn't do that.
Creatures my opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I gain a life.
Yep.
Authority of
Oh.
the consoles.
Dear frickin' god.
Yep.
Ajani says gain 3 life.
What is Oko's ultimate?
-5, exchange control of target artifact or creature I control with target creature and opponent controls with power 3 or less. I've not
That's
really
it?
been in that situation because everything in this game is bigger than 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
And whenever I try to have an artifact around, you guys deal with it, which I mean, blame you, I cannot. But
So question again. Since I put Aluna from my hand to the command zone, does that add commander tax or is it still
Yep.
just 2 from last time?
no,
Yeah.
it does not add commander tax. Commander
Well,
tax is only counted when you cast from the command zone.
But
Right,
it's
so
already
it's
there.
not a-
You already cast it.
Right. So
Yeah, it
the
only
command-
has 2 commander tax still then?
Yeah,
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yep. Only counts on
Oko
cast,
t-
not if it moved back there from your hand.
Oko ticks up to make a. Well, no, we gotta make some elks. Zansha is furry.
There you go.
She's the biggest thing on the table right now,
Zancha's an elk.
and I pass the turn.
You have no blockers?
Hang on for 1 second. It's
I
not
have no-
really, is it? It's just an ability, right?
What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I think I can take care of some shit now. Right? All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
look. I'm gonna swing it to Fairy for 4.
4.
Yep.
Oh, is Steve coming?
Yep.
Okay, cool. To ferry down. To ferry down.
I'm gonna Beast Within Oko.
Oko down. I have a 3/3 beast now. It's kind of like an elk, but more beastal.
Yep. Let's see.
These things happen.
Solemn Simulacrum. Because I really wish I drew a different card, but I won't won't be sad about the land drop. Let's take a green since I find a forest. And I think that's turn. So
That-
plain to hand, forest to play. Go ahead, Rye.
All right, upkeep. I untap and draw. Gonna play Temple of the False God as my land for turn. That's gonna trigger Rampaging Balos landfall.
Yep.
A creature under 2 creatures on the battlefield. My the robot is tapped. The new beast is tapped. I gain 2 life.
Oh, right.
I gotta find the beast first. Ugh. Oh, come on!
Did you just drop your deck?
I just dropped my whole token stack because it's like
Oh.
over 50 cards.
Why? Okay, never mind. I don't want to know why.
Yeah, you don't. And it's the sad thing is, it's not enough. Okay.
It's
Okay.
breaking down.
Oh, the Kadama's Reach should be in the graveyard. No, wait, I didn't cast. Yes, I did. No, I
So
didn't.
then I'm going to.
Yes, I did. So that should be tapped. Right. I'm an idiot.
Arguments none.
Yep.
Everyone has how many cards in hand?
7.
Yeah, 7.
6, sorry.
Every-
That and Kadama's put 1 back.
Okay. So everyone almost has a full hand. DM, what's your life total?
22.
22.
One of those beasts are in tapped.
One of the beasts is
Right.
tapped.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that. What the heck? I'm gonna tap 4 to play my own Solemn Simulacrum. I get another land.
Tapped. Solemn Simulacrum's tapped, and the Beast is tapped too.
Yep, I'm gonna be getting another beast, and that's gonna come tapped.
I gain another life.
Yep.
Hey, this Soul Sisters thing is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, isn't it though?
I'm
How to
gonna
make
take
DM
another
hate you in 3 little
forest.
words. I'm doing the thing your deck did.
I know, right?
Do I still have a soul?
I don't know, do you?
Ask me again next turn.
Oh boy.
Alright. Hmm.
I missed why you OMG'd, Jayberry.
Whoa. Exactly.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana left. 6. Oh yeah, Solemn Simulacrum came out tap 2.
Yep.
Ooh, gain another life. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh,
Ooh,
piece
piece
of
of
candy.
candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
3, 4, 5.
Look, you live with cats long enough, you just get used to shit like this.
Yep.
Pun not intended.
5. It's like 5 mana. Gosh. Life totals again?
22.
35.
44.
46.
Let's see.
I'm about to own some real shit here in a second.
Yep.
Sadly, we live in an elk-free world.
Sadly?
I'm gonna pay 5 to play Xenagos, God of Revels, Reveals, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
But he comes in as an enchantment, I believe, because I'm not enough of the devotion, so I don't
He's a
think you
creature
get.
on a stack, but he is an enchantment when he enters the
He enters
battlefield. You are
battlefield.
correct.
Yep.
All right, and I guess I'm going to enter combat. I'm going to use Xenagos to double Rampaging Balot's power, and I'm going to attack DM for 12 with
I
Trample.
take 12 and go to 10. Rye, what's your life total?
42.
Cool.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Living in an elk-free world, and I am an elk-making girl.
Your turn, Nick.
I know it is, and sure. You know, this might be premature, but I think you're playing just kind of. So, right, the way you're playing is kind of forcing. Well, forget it. I'm just going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Necromantic selection. Let's clear the board. Destroy all
Nope,
creatures.
I'm going to pay for 2 green, 2 blue to Plasm Capture. I'm going to counter that spell, and at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, the next turn, I get mana equal to that card's mana cost. And how much is it?
Hold on for a second. You're doing what? Because I can respond to this as well. So you're doing what?
He's trying
What's-
to counter it.
Okay.
Plasma
I'm
Capture is a mana drain.
It is. So I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast Deflecting Swat hard, and I'm going to redirect your counter spell to Deflecting Swat. So
You've countered the deflecting SWAT, not the destruction.
But no,
But
actually
yeah,
he hasn't.
so it's
See,
still
what happens
triggered.
is, guys, when
Yep.
you do this, what Nick did is valid. Nick uses Deflecting Swap to change the target of the counterspell to Deflecting Swat. Deflecting Swat finishes resolving, and the counterspell is countered for lack of a target, and Nick's spell goes through.
Right.
That's how it goes down.
Yep.
So then how much mana is Deflecting Swat? 3?
It
No,
doesn't
you
happen.
don't get any mana. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Yeah.
What? That makes no sense.
Yes, it does. See,
Here,
what happens
watch.
is Deflecting Swat changes the target of the counterspell to Deflecting Swat, and then Deflecting Swat finishes resolving. With Deflecting Swat no longer on the stack, there is nowhere for the there's no legal target for the counterspell. The counterspell fizzles for lack of target. If the counterspell fizzles, you get no mana.
That's retarded.
That's how
Careful
red
with that
deals with
word.
counterspells.
Do not use that word on the stream, my friend.
I will pull you up a example of that if you give me just a moment.
So then the board's cleared.
The board is wiped. I will
Is
sack
it
this for a land.
destroyed?
Yes.
well, not always, because it says
What are you
reach
choosing?
creature from a graveyard and put it onto the battlefield under my control. So I have no creatures in the graveyard. So probably the Bailout is probably the best creature on the board, right?
Yep.
So I lose all my tokens.
Yep.
And I gain a Bailout.
Xenagos stays though because he's still an enchantment.
Correct.
Correct. Xenagos, and even if he wasn't an enchantment, he couldn't do anything. So you know.
So Nick gets my Rampaging Baloths to my graveyard.
Yep.
I'm
The
still
Bailoff
act-
re-enters the battlefield tapped. I gain a life.
So then I get a draw off of Solemn Simulacrum because that died.
Correct.
I'm running out of
Hey,
basics.
Goth sucks. I got a deal for you.
Oh, you don't want to make deals with me right now
Why is that?
because
Because
I'm
he's
about
behind
to
you.
do something really awful, and you don't want to be chained to this demon.
There you go.
I was gonna ask if you can take out DM. I'll start focusing on Nick. Which
I want
kind
you
of
to
wanna
look
do
deep
now.
into your heart and literally the last stream and say the following things. When Goth asks if she has a soul, does that mean that Goth is about to do something that helps the table, or Goth is about to do
Right.
something that's crazy?
Go do your thing. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm curious.
We untap. We draw. We
I'm still
contemplate
gonna
our
leave
neighbor.
that on the table. I don't care if you become the biggest threat. I'm
You
just
just
kinda
want to kill
pissed.
me.
Only 9 mana. It's hard to do a lot with just 9 mana. So I'm going to. Is everyone tapped out? That's
I
actually
have
kind
one
of.
green.
You don't count. You don't have blue mana.
Right.
I'm going to pay 3 mana and cast Narset Parter of Veils.
Oh, I know it's going to happen.
We're gonna
That's
dump
cool.
our hands and draw 1 card.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen right now because I need more time. So I'm going to take Ajani up and gain 3 life to go to 50. And then I'm going to pay 6 and cast Karn's Temporal Sundering. I'm going to bounce Xenagod to Rising Legend's hand and take an extra turn.
Okay.
There you
now
go.
we can start our hands and draw. That's cool.
Yep.
Now, at the start of my extra turn, now I'm going to tick Narset down to by 2. Look at the top 4 cards and reveal a non-land, non-creature card. 5. I'm going to reveal Garruk Wildspeaker. So are there 2 forests in there before I reveal Garruk? There are not 2 forests in there. I guess I'm revealing Oath of Teferi. Rest on the bottom. I'm not too worried about the random order stuff. All right. So that was my first turn. Second turn, I untap. Yes, I actually was going to put the Narset that Jayberry got me into this deck, but since she's in Japanese, I preferred to have the real version. Draw my card for the turn. Okay. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of it can go to playing Oath of Teferi. When Oath of Teferi enters the battlefield, I exile another target permanent I control. We're going to go with Authority of the Consuls. No, we're going to go with yeah, we're let me redo the order on this. I'm going to start by ticking down.
Planeswalker's abilities are gonna get ticked twice now.
Yes, but not Narset's. I'm going to tick Nars. No, I'm just going to leave Narset alone. I'm going to tick Ajani up and gain 3 life. Go to 5. 53. I am going to cast. I'm not going to cast Oath of Teferi. I'm going to cast. Tamio the Moon Sage. I'm going to tick Tamio up to 5 and tap the Raging Baloth. It does not untap during your next untap step. Then I'm going to pay 3 and flashback Echo of the Aeons. Everybody shuffles their graveyard and hand into their library. You
And
will all
draws
draw
1
1 card.
card.
I draw 7.
And that's game.
I mean, I still have 42 life.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna have 1 card in your hand for the rest of the game, if you're lucky.
It's not a discard deck, but the real thing that's going to happen here is I'm moving in a direction of doing some really heinous shit.
Right. Right. You really needed to be killing all those planeswalkers instead of attacking me.
I draw 7 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You get
5,
7, we get 1.
6,
Yeah.
7.
Ooh, look at that. I got a pretty fancy card.
Cool.
I am going to play a Temple and Scry. Leave that on top. These 2 have activated for the turn. Narset hasn't. I like the card on top, and I like Narset's effect. So I will pass the turn.
Cool. Ooh, I have 2 cards in hand.
So I
Oh,
only
son of
draw
a-
1.
I accidentally shuffled the Echo of Aeons into my library. If I draw it again, I will just cast it aside. I apologize.
It's
Yeah, you're
okay.
supposed to.
So
Thanks,
how
Al.
much mana do you have left up, Goth?
I have a white mana available.
Just enough for Angel's Grace.
I'll pay 11
Just
for
enough for
Verdalot.
Swords to Plowshares.
I'll play 11 for Verdalot the Ancient, kicked 5 times.
Okay.
So Verdalot is 4/7, and I've got 5 Saprolings. They're all tapped.
Okay.
And pass my turn.
Alright, upkeep. Upkeep. Untap. I draw. Okay, I'm gonna pay 2, 4, 5,
Jay Berry, thank you for believing in me.
6, 7. Rift overloaded.
There you go.
Rift overloaded.
Poof.
Bailoff goes
I
back
get
to
the
your hand.
Bailoff. Yep.
I just drew that cool little Bailoff too. Look at he's got Bailoff.
I'll pay 6 to put it back into play.
There you go.
And that's all I have. That's all she
Cool.
wrote.
Okay. Tap. Upkeep. Draw.
That's some breathing space. I like that.
I'm going to do well, what the hell? 1, 2,
That
3, 1,
doesn't do that.
2, 3 for the tax. Drop that into play. DM, how about have another
Would you
guy?
please give it to Goth so we could just start dumping all our mana into it?
Sure, I'll give it to God.
Okay, I have a win con now. Thank you.
Well, if it's a win con, it's a win con.
My turn.
Yep.
All right. So you can't stop the storm. You can only kind of stand next to it.
There you go. You've got 10 mana? 11.
Reliquary Tower says I have no max hand size.
That's a problem.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone's empty-handed, right?
No, I got 2 cards.
1 in my hand.
How do you have 2 cards?
The card I drew
Oh,
for my
'cause-
turn, and the
yeah,
card I
but
played.
you don't count because you don't have blue.
Right.
I'm going to play Tamio the Moon Sage with 4 counters on her.
Yep.
Going to pay 5 and cast Deep Glow Skate, doubling the number of counters on Tamio the Moon Sage. Going to tip Tamio down for her ultimate. I get an emblem that says I have no maximum hand size, and whenever a card is put into my graveyard from anywhere, I may return it to my hand.
You got it.
Then with my last mana, I will play Authority of the Councils.
There you go.
Even in her Elkin form, has the 5 mana creature actually connected with anybody yet?
Nope.
I'm gonna swing at Rising Legend so she can die.
Well, no. Oh, so she can die. Well,
What do you mean so she can die?
you can
She's a
bounce it up
5/5.
a
You
6/6.
block with your 6/6.
Sure, we'll do that.
Sounds good.
Oh my god.
I
Just
see
take the
what's
5 so we
happening
can
here.
throw them on it.
I'm
All
face to face with madness, and it's strange. You don't even know who I am. It's adorable.
I know, it's ridiculous.
DM, if I give it to Rye's gonna attack you with it.
I know,
It's,
right? Vertilat the Ancient for 6. So Vertilat, we're going to give Goth 7 more. It doesn't fucking matter because...
I go up to 60.
Wait, hold on. Is there anything else I can do? Yeah, done. That's all I can do.
You're done?
Yep.
Upkeep. Goth, how much mana do you have?
I have 0 mana at this time.
I think I just am ready now for some big things.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana for my Blightsteel Colossus.
Yep.
Comes in tapped.
I gain a life.
And then I'm gonna pay another 2 for Lightning Greaves, and I'm gonna slide it onto him.
Cool.
And
Does Blighty Boy have trample?
Yep.
Okay. That is an issue.
And then I'm starting to see what you mean. She is becoming a problem.
Becoming.
It's too late though.
It is too late.
Buddy, I've been a problem for a while.
I'm just gonna pass.
Untap.
I mean, might as well attack... Okay.
He can't.
The Bailots.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you have fucking the Greaves
Hold on,
this.
we can see your hand. Pull it back. Oh, never mind. That's your lands. Sorry.
Yeah. You put the Greaves on, so I can't put my little enchantments on your stupid guy.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Four to play Chainer, Nightmare, Adept.
Nice.
And I'm going to oh, it comes into play tapped. I don't even have a blocker. Why'd I bother playing it?
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Well, I mean, you're not the threat.
I'm going to ask you guys an important question. Everyone understands how Tomio's ultimate works, right?
Nope.
Whenever a card goes to my graveyard from anywhere, it goes back to my hand. Okay?
Right?
So I have to ask you guys the following question. If I Beast Within the Greaves,
The Blightsteel is indestructible.
yep, but the Beast Within returns to my hand.
Yep.
If I cast Oko and turn the Blightsteel into an elf, but the real question is, if I cast Rout every turn until there is no resistance, are we good?
Well, I mean, route's done, so that's game. I can't play any more creatures.
Rout destroys all creatures, returns to my hand,
Yep.
and I pass the
Yep.
turn. Blightsteel was turned into a 3/3 elk, dies, gets shuffled back into your library.
I'm ready to resign at that point because there's nothing we can do about the route.
We have entered a lock.
Yep.
If there is something I can't deal with, Oko turns it into an elk.
Yep.
And then the route deals with it.
Absolutely. As soon as you got the emblem, it was game. I mean, I knew.
Yes, it was.
All right, boys and girls, that's game. Thank you all for joining us this evening.
Wait, what?
No
We're
third
just gonna
game?
See that?
What's that?
We're just gonna leave it at that?
There's no way you can stop that.
I mean, if you want to play it out, I'm here.
Kind of do.
Okay.
All right,
What?
do it. I
When
will.
I cast
I
route,
know.
when I cast route, it turns to my hand. The deep glow skate I killed returns to my hand. Oko's. I'm tapped out. Oko's got 5 counters on him. I still have 62 life and an authority of the consoles, and all the creatures on the table are dead. Your lightning greaves are in your graveyard because they were turned into a beast. Your Blightsteel was turned into an elk, and it was destroyed in the route.
And the blight still gets shuffled back in.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a turn, see what happens.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's like I still have 42 life.
It doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Because what's going to happen is whatever you play is going to get turned into an elk and routed every turn.
On my
If I
turn,
have to. If I have to.
It doesn't matter. It comes in tap because of the authority of the consoles. So you're never going to get an attack, and it's always going to die.
What is Authority of Console? What card type is that?
It's an enchantment.
Also, note that the route can be cast as an instant if I put 2 more mana into it.
Right.
So I have to get rid of that in order to be able to do anything. In other
Yes, your
words.
Balos are also dead. They died in the route.
Yeah, everything died.
Okay.
Chainer's dead, died in the route.
All right, well, Teo the Light Shield, I have hexproof. I'm going to go get a land. Farseek, I'll go get a land and pass turn.
Oh, you'd pass?
Yeah, you're up.
Alright, draw up a turn.
DM, don't worry. I'm going to make the lock tighter real quick so it
I'm
will
sure.
become apparent.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
I don't want to drag this out any more than you do.
No, play it out.
Yep. This is a
Oh.
teachable moment.
What can I say except stacks? I take away all of your toys. It's okay, it stacks. I beat up all the magic playing boys.
So what I need to do now,
harder
what I need to do now is make
Oh,
my
I forgot to
is
untap.
turn this deck into a. All right, well I'll add 5 or 6 cards that exile planeswalkers.
I might have a chance.
By
Okay.
all means. Also remember, if a card goes into my graveyard, it goes into my hand.
So if you blow up the Authority of the Consuls or Oko, it just goes right into her hand.
2. I got 3 blue and 2 red. Genesis Ultimatum.
Okay.
Pull up the top 5 cards.
First
It is
one.
5, right? Yeah.
It's a Mole Drifter. It comes into play.
Draw 2 cards.
Well, first I have to finish resolving Ultimatum, right?
Yep.
Second, it's Uro. Okay.
He'll
They come and play tap, don't
he'll
they?
live in your graveyard. It's fine.
Yep.
Do
There's the
they go in
ultimatum.
tapped? Wait, tapped, right?
Yep.
There we
Third,
go.
a Locust God. Okay.
That's 3 life.
Pretty good hit.
Blightsteel Colossus is back. Okay.
Whatever.
It's an elk,
And-
and then Route kills
And
it.
a land.
All right, so Oko. So
I might
your-
not even do that this turn, DM. I might be even more of an asshole.
Uro came in, and so Uro gets exiled because it came in anywhere from the graveyard, or so.
It
Well,
doesn't
I
get
don't-
exiled, just
Or,
Or
gets sacked.
sorry, it's sacked, right?
So first, we'll do Mole Drifter. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. That's gonna trigger
The Locust,
Locust
God, which is
So
going
I'll
to give
get
Goth 2
two-
more life.
Insects.
Better tapped.
Now I'm starting to get a headache.
Welcome to playing against me.
No, I think it cracked my neck too much.
That's the thing.
Next, we'll go Uro. Draw a card. Put a land into play.
I get
I gain another 3
life.
life.
Because another insect comes in.
So I'm up to 45.
1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So now that's going to trigger Locust God again.
Sure.
Yep.
I get another insect that comes into play tapped. And let's see what else. I still have all this freaking mana.
And it doesn't matter.
You know, and remember, you have to sacrifice Uro.
Yeah, right. And if I cast him again, it's gonna come into play tapped,
Yep.
right?
And then it's going to get killed by a Route.
I don't even know if I have to do that, DM.
Really?
I
I
mean,
mean,
the
how many
safe-
cards do you have in your hand?
Who, me?
8.
8? Yeah. That was
1.
for Goth.
So let's see. So explain to me what Goth can do right now.
At the very least, you know that I can turn your Blightsteel into an elk, cast Route, and go on with my life.
Right, which effectively
Is
wipes
it like
your board
a
again.
loop that you can do multiple times in the
Yes!
same turn?
Yes!
Turn.
How many times?
Forever. The entire game.
Well, in a turn, probably twice.
I can route twice per turn right now if that's what it really comes to, but it won't come to that because I have other cards in my hand. Worse cards, meaner
Right.
cards,
And
awfuler
if I
cards.
destroy one of the things,
It goes
you'll
back to
still
my
have
hand.
to pay. You'll still have to pay mana to pay it again. Do you need mana to use those cards' effects?
I do not need mana to use my Planeswalker's effects. I do not. Once I get a Planeswalker down, I can tick it up once per turn for now.
Yeah, the
free.
emblem from what's her name is the lock. No matter what you kill, it comes back unless you exile.
Unless you exile it.
Trying
So,
to figure
plus
out if
protection
there's
would be
something
nice.
I can do right now that will make a difference.
There is one thing you can do that will make a difference.
Counter spells. I mean, if you've got counter
Nope,
magic.
concede. Counter magic doesn't matter. It just goes to my graveyard and then goes back to my hand.
Unless it's the 5 I run, which are exile the damn spell or put it on the bottom of your graveyard.
Now, what
Yes,
makes
because
my
you-
stuff come into
you-
play tapped?
The
Authority
Authority
of
of
the
the Console is a 1 casting cost enchantment.
And if I destroy that, she gets it to hand.
And she'll
Correct.
pay it for 1 white next turn.
Okay, so then her Planeswalker is what turns things into elves, and apparently she could do it infinitely.
Once a turn, every turn.
Right. So it takes care of the indestructible stuff.
So it only can get taken care of one creature.
For now.
One permanent, right? Or is it a creature only?
Creature or artifact.
Got it.
So then, if you can only take care of one of them, I'll still untap with everything else.
But they're all gonna
And-
die. They'll be destroyed by the route every turn. They'll be destroyed by the board wipe every turn.
DM,
Key
if I go
thing,
that route,
once
just-
per turn, if I could build up more than she could take care of, then
DM, let him learn his lesson.
That's fine. Yep. Do your thing.
Good.
Are you done?
I'm gonna just try to stack another Locust God token into another insect token into play with
Okay.
Locust God. So
70.
draw a
I've got
card.
70 life.
You understand that route is a board wipe, right? So the board wipe's gonna happen every turn. Everything you play is gonna get destroyed every turn.
Discard, and I'm gonna get another insect.
DM, just
Okay.
relax. I got this.
You got it.
I'm an awful human being, and you know it.
I just don't like to. I really don't like scooping if there's still stuff I can do.
I got you.
I understand. I'm on my way to kill all hope.
Okay. That I'll pass.
I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw. I got a land. That's fantastic. I'm going to cast. This be kind of fun. Parasitic impetus. Impetus. And I'm going to put that +2/+2 goaded on your Blightsteel Colossus.
Just for
I'm
fun.
sorry. Repeat that.
It doesn't matter.
It gives it +2/+2. It goads it, and when it attacks,
Go.
what happens?
It can't attack me.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Works.
I'll bring it up.
Is it my turn, Nick?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, your Blightsteel Colossus is now a 13/13 and it can't attack me.
I wasn't playing on it.
It's not
I
gonna
know.
live.
But I'm just trying to make it bigger for you. That's all.
Yep.
Oko turns the Blightsteel Colossus into an elk.
Oh, it's a
Okay.
5/5 elk that's still goaded and it can't attack me. Woohoo!
All right. I said I was here to kill all hope, and I'm gonna live up to my suggestion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast Teferi Temporal Archmage. Tap 5. Cast Deep Close Gate. Double the number of counters on Teferi and Oko. Activate Teferi's ultimate. I get an emblem. Teferi returns to my hand. I may now activate Planeswalkers once per turn whenever I can cast an instant. So I can activate it on my turn,
And
on your
everybody
turn,
else's.
everyone's
But
turn.
how many mana do you have? How much mana do you have?
I have a white mana left. I pass the turn. During DM's upkeep, I turn the Locust God into an elk.
All right. In response to ending your turn, I'm gonna use Return to Nature to destroy the enchantment.
All right. At the start of DM's turn, I turn your Locust God into an elk.
Okay.
Which enchantment are you going to destroy?
The one that makes everything come into play tapped.
But it's back
Oh, good.
in God's hand now.
Yeah, but at least it gives everyone one turn free to play anything untapped.
Okay. Go ahead, DM.
Your Locust God is an elk. During DM's upkeep, your Locust God turns into an elk.
It's I flipped it.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry,
Um,
I'm dealing with stream delay, so I have to.
I don't know. I'll play my commander. Sorry, Pastor.
DM, I am sorry for not listening to you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting worse.
It's done. We're playing it out to teach. This is a
Worst
teachable
case
moment.
scenario, we can try to kill her with commander damage.
Not gonna happen.
Your commander's an elk.
My commander is in my command zone.
Oh, what if it comes into play? It'll be an elk.
It'll be a 6/6 elk.
Nope, it'll be a 3/3 elk.
Oh right,
I can wait till he attacks me and turn it into an elk.
that's right. Pastor and
Okay.
right.
You can cast Planeswalkers effects at instant speed.
That's what
Teferi
Teferi's elk
Temporal.
does.
Pull up Teferi Temporal Archmage.
It's already
Yep. Planeswalkers are basically instants now.
And is that
And-
ability a downtick or uptick?
I don't know.
It was an ultimate because I played Teferi at 5, cast Deep
No,
Close
I
Gate.
mean the
Uh-oh.
elk effect.
Oh, the elk effect.
is a +1.
Yeah, it's an uptick. It gets
Oh.
bigger.
My God.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can just let the pillow go over your head and succumb to the nightmares.
That's nuts.
Don't worry, she can't kill
That's
us.
freaking
We're set
crazy.
because she can just make life miserable. But I don't know where the death is.
All right, new plan. Everyone attack her.
With what? You need to attack with everything right now, and then it's gonna get destroyed on her turn.
All right, DM. Do you have anything else you can do in your turn?
Nope.
We have
My
It's your
turn, then?
turn. It's your turn, Rising Legend. Give it to me.
Yeah, I'm legendary, right? I don't learn my lesson. Until
The best
last
part is
freaking
Teferi
minute.
is back in my hand, ready to go again.
Yep. Oh, so that's a second emblem, which means you can activate Planeswalkers twice on every turn.
No.
Oh.
It doesn't stack like that.
Why wouldn't it?
Because changing when I can activate it is not giving me an additional activation. Planeswalkers may only be activated once per turn.
Oh, yeah, all right. I'll buy
However,
that.
if I dig up the Oath of Teferi, then I can
Right.
activate them twice on everyone's turn.
Yep.
All right,
Which
Goth. What do you have in terms of every card type?
I have a 3/3 fish,
And when
Creature.
it dies, it comes back and doubles the counters on every Planeswalker.
and I have Oko, and I have lands. I have Oko, 12 lands, and a fish,
and 2 emblems.
and 2 emblems. But you can't interact with emblems.
That's annoying as balls.
And
I
seven-
agree, DM. I agree.
All right, I'm gonna
Maybe this
sack
deck should go from looking for group to the fun police.
my command tower to get Illuna to my hand.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna cast it
Cast it or mutate it.
for mutate.
Cool. What are you mutating it onto? An elk?
An insect, maybe. Flying.
Make the elk a flyer.
Cool.
Not the
And I
5 elk.
believe
In response to
Actually-
the
if I mutate under the elk, you can't turn an elk into an elk.
yeah,
it
I
doesn't
can.
matter, then it's not a commander, it's just a 3/3 creature. If you put it on.
But I still get my trigger and become.
You'll get
flyer.
your trigger no matter what, but if you put it on the elk, I can totally turn the elk into an elk again and strip all the abilities on it.
Right.
You'll
That
get your
doesn't
trigger no
suck.
matter what, but then you'll have an elk.
Fine. Well, I'll do my trigger. I got Saval again.
All right, so whatever you are targeting in response to the trigger going on the stack, I turn it into an elk.
Poof.
Still get your
Okay.
trigger, but it's a 3/3 elk now. The whole pile is a 3/3 elk.
Why is this girl not banned from Commander?
Me? Why am I not banned?
There's nothing wrong with it. There were many plays that could have stopped this much earlier in the game.
Remember when I said you don't want to make a deal with me because I'm about to do something really awful?
I see now.
Or what I was
Welcome
literally telling
to
you,
really
you need to
awful.
kill the planeswalkers, but you decided to attack me instead.
Ugh.
John, you think they will? I don't know, man.
I don't think if you notice, they are printing less emblems on planeswalkers, which leads me to believe
I
that they
hate,
That they understand how broken it is.
I hate to
kinda.
ask, but how much life do you have, Goth Socks?
70.
Oh my god.
Send it all.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's all you're gonna
I'll
get
send
through.
12 damage directly at you.
Cool. Oko would have survived that. He's at 14, by the way. But 12 at me puts me at 58.
Yep.
And then
I also give out free advice. Like,
So then you remember one of those elks is a 5/5.
you are right. One of the elks is in fact a 5/5. I
oh
dropped
yes,
down to
you take
56.
14.
Oh,
Yes,
oh no.
56.
All right, I pass.
Untap.
If everyone hits her just a little bit, we might be
It
able
won't
to get her.
matter.
It's not gonna matter.
I'm going to cast Underworld Dreams.
That's actually a problem. That is a bigger problem than anything anyone else has put.
Even my Blightsteel?
Yep.
Yeah, your blight steals nothing.
It's
Are you done?
The blight steals a 3/3 elk, no matter what.
Nick,
But
are
I
you
mean,
done?
Nick's gonna get a 3/3. Oh, it's not right. You can't kill enchantments with Oko.
I didn't hear if Nick was done.
Yeah, he said.
I'm finished. I passed my turn. No
At
cards
the
left.
end of Nick's turn, I turn Solvala into No, I turned the Mole Drifter into an elk.
You
I
want to
might
give
draw
me
a
more
card off
power
of-
on my board?
The Mole Drifter's an elk. Just accept it. No, actually, you're right. I'm gonna make a food token instead because I don't need an elk.
Yeah, you'll just be
I draw
giving
my
me
card
more
for the
power
turn
on
and I
my
lose a
board.
life.
Yeah, I mean, if that thing dies, you just double. Yeah.
I lose a life. 55.
I'm determined to try to get her down.
You're not going to.
No.
I play
Oh, what-
Authority of the Consuls.
Yep.
Oh, it says whenever the enchanted creature attacks, its controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
So Nick
from
gains
the
2.
And Rye lost
Yeah.
2.
Missed the trigger.
Right, you lost 2 life.
We
the
are
trigger.
generous with triggers.
Right, you lost 2 life.
Doesn't
I
matter.
didn't want to be generous. I was going to be a douche for that moment.
All right. Speaking of being a douche, I'm going to pay 5 and do what nobody saw coming and cast Rout.
Imagine
Oh.
that.
Put it
All
back in my
creatures
hand.
destroyed.
Repeat that?
All
Casting-
creatures are destroyed.
Where do I?
Yeah.
Paying 4 to
Well, Blight
cast.
still gets shuffled in again.
Yep.
Yep.
Not like it's gonna matter. Oh boy.
Well, you won't get decked.
Where's Tulane? I don't think I've seen Tulane all game.
He showed up briefly to block because that's what he does in this deck. I will cast Narset Transcendent.
Yep.
I will tick Narset up to 7. Oh, this deep glow's in my hand now because I raft. Look, I will reveal a non-creature,
Drifter is there,
non-land
Jerry.
card, Ajani, Mentor of Heroes, put it into my hand. I will use Oko to turn this food token into an elk. I will play an Evolving Wilds. I will crack the Evolving Wilds. The Evolving Wilds will return to my hand. I will find a forest and put it into play tapped. I will pass the turn to DM.
During your end step, I will Fracturing Gust. See if we can get something fun with haste in play.
Authority of the Consuls returns to my hand.
Yep.
Hey,
Sorry,
Goss
Nick.
sucks.
The-
Completely
the,
off topic question
Underworld
for
goes too. I just needed to see if anybody could play anything.
Where did you kill my Underworld Dreams?
I killed all enchantments.
Dude, that's the only way we're gonna win.
We're not gonna win.
That was-
Just let the pillow go over your
Yeah,
head, guys.
can we be done? This is an exercise in torture, basically. I'm willing to concede if everybody else is. I mean, no matter what we play, it's gonna get killed by the route every turn. Rye, do you want to keep going?
you.
How many cards you got in your hand?
Me?
That's it.
Rye?
direct damage coming up.
I have 10 in my hand.
Yeah.
I have none, but I have direct damage coming up.
So I'm willing to call this. Votes, show of hands around the table.
Kill it. We're dead.
Up. Yep.
We might be able to kind of,
We're
but it's
just gonna stretch it out for another hour, and it's gonna be a pain in
Okay,
the balls.
so can I just say something real quick?
Sure.
At the end of Nick's turn, I ultimate Narset so you guys can only play creatures.
Right.
And then on my turn, I cast a Ajani and Deep Glow Skate and gain 100 life.
Right.
Are we good? Do I need to keep going?
We've been good for an
So-
hour. All right. So
I pick up my
But
third
let me
emblem.
ask- But let me ask a question to you, Goss sucks.
sure.
Yes.
How would you be willing to help me with my deck?
I am always willing
Sure.
to share the evil.
I would love to have part in this evil you speak of.
You should friend each other on Tapped Out and start talking about it or wherever. We can talk a little bit on Skype after the game. So
2
Thank
turns. I
you.
could get 10-point exsanguinate. I could exsanguinate.
I'm sure she has Discord or Twitter.
I do have
Facebook,
Discord. I actually
something.
prefer it.
yep. There you go.
Okay,
All
guys.
right, so we'll
in
talk a
3
bit on
turns,
Skype.
I ultimate Teferi Hero of Dominaria.
There you go. On that fucking note, people, because it's 12:30 on a Wednesday night.
Yep, and two
thank you all
people
for
have
watching.
headaches.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night with regular CovenMTG, and then on Saturday and Sunday. We appreciate it. Thanks to all of our Patreon backers. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And just be good to everybody. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Wear your goddamn masks. Don't be a dick. And we will see you again soon. We'll be off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.